did. No, I did. You know, we were just talking about stuff, and then we watched a video about it.
Yeah.
Chinese kids getting yeeted by manhole covers.
I don't know how we got there, to be honest.
I do. I was looking at Twitter, and Twitter is full of the
Uh,
divine and dismal in equal measure. And we're live, so yeah.
Like
Chinese
the
kids
writings
getting
of Dante.
yeah, Chinese kids getting yeeted by manhole covers is the reason we're an hour late. That and other things. So, I'm going to give you a quick recap from last week because I thought that last week a lot happened that wasn't immediately obvious, and I think I also caught a few of you a little bit by surprise in the process of that. So, just as a quick recap, you basically, as you had called for Michael to come and assist you in the previous episode, and Michael did appear, the angel Michael, of course, along with his good friend Justin, Justin Sider, showed up and
you do this every time.
I know. Look, if I can
Wait, Justin Cider?
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, I get it. We were talking about alcohol and ciders and alcohol. Good one.
That's right.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Good reference, Trig. It's weird that you set that up in advance, but
know.
well done.
Like an inside joke for only the people on the stream.
Yeah. So
By the way, have we started the stream yet?
we have started the stream now.
Yes.
Yes.
N.
And
Aye.
indeed, no way.
Look at them trying to steal my light, man.
I know, right? They just can't. They don't have the delivery you do, Di. They fucking slayed me. That did.
Di is very good at delivering ends. I got my latest supply of farming equipment from her.
Right.
It was just because you had. I heard you preparing for this thing. And I was
Taking
like,
this breath, taking a deep
You
breath,
took a breath.
having
I
it all
heard
worked
the
out in my
breath.
head, and I was about to go captain's log and just oh fucking Christ,
That's how I know I've known you too long,
Dead.
man.
dead on the spot. Yeah, speaking of dead on the spot, right? So yeah, you guys were basically wandering through the woods, being led by the actually angel Justin to meet Michael, and Michael had some friends there with him, which of course is an old friend of yours, Mr. Schwab himself, Klaus, or the four Klauses of the apocalypse, happened to be hanging out with your former employer, Michael, who was there going, oh yeah. Of course, so this is Klaus of War over here. He's the living embodiment of the war god, and of course, so we're kind of working with him now. Lol. And I did feel that sort
God,
of.
there's. You know what? That's when I realized, like, wow, there's such fucking followers, just desperate for an alpha.
Yeah.
They'll take anyone.
Yeah.
It's just.
No, I mean, old Mr. Jones over there in the background was there going, no, fuck you guys, you're all evil. Don't care which side you're on. Angels, demons, all evil. Just here to use humans as pawns. We're not your goddamn pawns.
We're knights because they're stronger than queens.
Yeah. He was just sitting in the corner over there going Super Saiyan with the hot blonde vampire chick Sandy, who after watching bits of him on Tim Pool the other night, maybe it should be called Blair. I don't know. That's still slightly disturbing. Blair White and Alex Jones got on far too well.
Yeah, imagine a strong-minded right-winger libertarian type going after
You're
a
not gonna make
transgender.
Away with Blair White. I refuse.
Ellen,
I'm not doing it.
No.
that creature's always been gross.
So yeah, Alex stayed out of the episode mostly last week. Something seemed to happen with Cecilia doing some deal with Klaus of Death, and Fluffy has disappeared from the group. There was some mention of her being able to summon Fluffy at will, but he doesn't necessarily have to be around all the time anymore. There were some gifts given out by our good friend Archie, who handed out a nice sniper scope for Maximus's longbow, and a rather interesting headdress for Chief Feather and Dot.
Now it's a longer bow.
Yeah. And what else was there? What else was there? Yeah, we found
Why
out
the
that the mobile
Illuminati
phone
started
things that
sending
you were
me-
given were actually, potentially mass surveillance equipment being used to spy on people holding them. Like we didn't know that. And so
Mhm.
Cecilia shot one. And whilst that was happening, Atia seemed to be getting some strange coded
I'm kind of
messages.
being indoctrinated over here.
Yeah, yeah. Did you want to share what was happening? What you were being sent to anybody, or are you just going to leave that between you and Cecilia?
Cecilia was there. I mean, the video is playing out loud apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
I don't know how much I can roll stealth here.
you know what? It was you were right. It was a loud rock music video being played. So if anyone wants to roll me perception, I will. I will.
When you say rock music,
Yeah.
do you mean elevator music?
I do not mean elevator music. I mean a different type of music, something you wouldn't have heard of before. This would be considered a new sound, shall we say?
Is this one of those cases where you may not get it, but your kids are going to love it?
Absolutely.
Here is that they're on ye olde TikTok.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here by a tree, scrolling.
Sitting there, getting
Oh, no,
what
she's
looks like
addicted.
weird 80s rock music videos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're doing at this point. We just got, found out that these people are just as bad as the others, so I'm just taking a break.
I
Did you
mean,
get rickrolled?
No, not quite.
Aw. Lame.
No, I mean, if Atio, if you want to share with everybody what you've got, you're welcome to. If not, you don't have to. But no, it was not.
Asked.
But yeah, guys, if you want to roll me a perception to see if you heard this weird music, you can do. If not,
Or you can just ignore
I
it.
don't want to waste too much time or make you do too much work, but I was kind of hoping for a recap that might help someone get into the entire story. Like, because if this is potentially close to the finale,
okay.
I think it would be good for someone someone new, or someone with a bad memory, not that there anyone like that here, to get a recap on like everything that's happened in the story so far that is currently relevant.
Okay,
It doesn't have to be a detail thing, just a summary.
The story so far is you are a bunch of, apart from Coatrack's character, Chief Featherondot, who has been recruited later, the rest of you were essentially stone statues that had been frozen by Medusa in around about 2,000 years previously, in the time of ancient Greece, right about the same time that a war was raging in the heavens, where the god of war vanquished all other gods essentially at that point to various realms or areas of hell. You guys were frozen in stone, brought forward in time, or at least sort of sat there and waited until you were brought to the Archangel Michael's pad in 1776 in America, where he had you unfrozen from stone and asked you to do him a few favors. He sent you on a few missions. You proved yourselves relatively capable for the task at hand, and off he sent you with an overarching go find the people that are doing this bad thing and stop them. The people that were doing the bad thing were, of course, as it's me, the Illuminati, headed up by various evil gangs of bandits and various other types. The Diamond Dozen being one such band of miscreants. You've run into the electrolyzers, who were a weird group of techno dudes, sort of headed up by Benjamin Franklin, who wanted a close and personal meeting with Ezra's character, as he was seemingly some sort of animatronic man, and they were very interested in that. That unfortunately didn't go ahead. And as a result of a few missed opportunities and a few taken opportunities, you have arrived just south of a point in Georgia, in America, known as Mount Zion, where you know that these Illuminati types are creating their doomsday device, which is that they intend to raise a fallen angel that may well be able to challenge the rule of Mars, especially seeing as far as anyone's concerned, certainly at the beginning of the campaign, Mars was not of this realm anymore and had disappeared. And the Illuminati had figured that if they could rise something powerful enough, they could be the supreme religious order, if you will. Generally seen by most people as likely to be a bad thing. But yeah, to be fair, nobody has actually asked the Illuminati what they plan or got their side of the story. But you've had a
Which is
number of
why I'm
adventures.
texting them like, what do, who this,
Yeah,
you know, and stuff like that. See if they respond.
No, they have sent you a few messages.
Yeah, every time I ask, they send me a weird video, so maybe they're responding.
It is, a picture paints 1,000 words and a video paints 1,000
But
pictures.
can I roll religion to figure this out?
I mean, you should be able to, considering certainly one of them was just a whole bunch of Iron Pyramid and Star of David kind of pictures with a "we're watching you" thing. If you haven't worked out who it is yet that's selling you this psyop, I don't think there's any hope for you. But maybe there wasn't after all. So yeah, you've had some ups and downs. Some of your party may not be sitting completely on the good side of the spectrum, shall we say?
You have 2 demons.
You've now got 2 demons.
Hey, I think I'm pretty chill.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're not bad.
Compared to the actual human that's supposedly a human.
No,
We'll find out how chill you are, Di. You want to heal?
No, Kiki actually turned into a demon last session.
Oh, that... I forgot about that.
I mean...
I remember, yeah, like, throughout the whole thing, Coatrack was yelling, are we just ignoring the fact that Kiki became a demon? I do remember something to that avail being said at some point.
I mean, she's...
But I think I was looking at the videos, so...
There's no reason to believe she's not still on your side, and, if she's a crossroads demon...
never was on our side!
I mean... Perhaps.
I mean, what is a side anyway? Oh my god, Di, I'm so sorry. My Discord, jammed up, and I didn't know whether... Nothing was sending.
I was wondering what happened.
I thought I'd check other channels, and they were all just exactly the same, with nothing new.
Yeah, it's like, am I insane, or is this the same image? Oh, that's funny.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Spot the difference. Just send the same image multiple times to annoy them.
That's actually what I was looking at, though. Like, expecting the cat's facial expression to have changed somewhat. Like, it's just 3 different pictures.
But she's sending you cat. She sent me 100+ cat videos or cat pictures the other day via WhatsApp. My phone just sat there going bling 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 for 100 times. I was like, asked you to send me one picture, not your entire fucking folder.
The other ones too.
I mean, they're right here. I can see them anytime I want.
Do you not send them all in one go, and then it just gives one big... Like, it'll take longer to load them all.
If I send them all in one go, right, they arrive at different times because of how WhatsApp downloads them.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't... Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Right, so yeah, basically, Di and Kiki are sat there, or rather, Atia and Cecilia, are sat there in the corner, checking out essentially medieval YouTube videos, on the medieval
we're seeing
smartphone.
cars and shit. Like, this is stuff that we just have no
idea
what they could be.
Right. Yeah.
We just found this video where, like, this person drops a firework in a manhole.
Yep.
Like, cause let's not forget that what we're seeing, the cars and stuff don't exist in this time.
No. I mean, you've got carts. You may have railways. I've not. I think. Stevenson. When did
Yeah, but
Robert
this is like
Stevenson?
1920s type stuff, like, right?
No, this is
What?
like 1778 type stuff.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so we do have carts.
What? What? No, you do not have. The motor vehicle has not been invented.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you're about 100 years off before proper steam engines are going to be doing anything particularly interesting.
I think the Greeks might have something to say about that, Trig.
Yeah, but they never really used them in the same way that I'm talking about, as in conquering the West with railway lines. And yes, the Greeks also had rails, but they didn't use them with steam engines, and they didn't have the right metallurgy to put it into place properly, and just get wrecked essentially. So yeah.
What are we waiting on here? What are we doing?
What are we doing exactly? There is one other thing that I've failed to mention at the present moment, and that is that over just sort of above Maximus and Chief is Archie. Seems to be having a bit of a pal around with good old Klaus of War there, having a bit of a chinwag. But other than that, it is now up to you guys what you want to do. Do you want to continue heading south towards the inevitable, or what is your play now? Now you have.
Well, the first thing I want to do is make an aspersion.
Mhm.
Trig, we are now allies, or at least friendly, neutral, perhaps, with Klaus Schwab. How's your ESG score doing these days, Trig? I accuse you.
I'd be feeling that way, huh?
As I said, there is one person here that is actually the good guy, and he's sat over there.
Where's Alex Jones?
He's
Where
sat
did
on the
he go?
wagon over to your left.
Can I give
So-
Alex Jones this phone?
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be like wooing Alex Jones.
Yeah, and the present
Yeah, but
moment
then
he's just
angels appeared and stuff, and like the weird things
Yeah.
happened yesterday.
and he's just been swearing
like, you
about the
know, in
angels
game
and told he and Sandy were just like, no, let's fucking get out of here. Fuck this. These angels give me the willies as much as the fucking demons do.
I mean, only because we tried to accidentally a bit summon another fallen angel.
I mean, there was that, wasn't there?
I didn't know what we were doing, to be fair.
That
I
was-
said the whole time that this wasn't a good idea.
That
like,
was-
set up defensive positions. That's what I did.
That was a bit iffy, and what I'm saying here is the two official sides you've got are neither of them are good, but that's
I think-
usually the case.
I'm up for destroying the summoning, guys. I don't know about you.
I mean, maybe, but then we just end up with like bratty angels. Do we really want to be dealing with bratty angels?
Well, I mean, are you?
I mean, they seem to want this like to happen, though.
Well, yeah, but are they gonna?
They want the war. Like this is like they're getting off on this.
Yeah,
And they
they-
support a god of war.
Angels of the God of War, yes. This is not new.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
like
once their god gets back, or if they manage to get their god back, or whatever they're trying to do here, are they not gonna go all righteous and then then they won't let you sleep around and?
you know, I've been like
They serve a god of war. I don't think they care.
No,
I
they
like that we could like not deal with angels. I don't know. It just
I mean, we could just do neither in party.
I mean, okay. The way I see it, and this is me talking, not GM. You've got three main choices, and then you've got the fourth choice of fuck it, let's go find somewhere with blackjacks and hookers.
Yeah, just because I suggested that earlier.
Yeah, I mean that is always an option.
Well, I wasn't actually suggesting.
You have a boat that is making you money. You can go and pirate the seven seas for all I care. But stuff does happen in this world whether or not you interact with it or not, and if you interact with it, you have the option of changing it. There is no reason why you couldn't, and certainly there is the option of basically getting all of the main protagonist bad guys, in inverted commas, in a big room and making them fight and then running out and locking the door. Which is essentially what Alex is going to be suggesting to you as if you go talk to him. Because that's your neutral ending. That's your I've not picked either side, get fucking wrecked.
I mean, like I said, I don't mind following Alex Jones. I think I was going to do that as soon as he got introduced.
I mean, we
anyway.
don't massively suffer if Azazel wins anyway.
You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to mention that's like the one ending that I absolutely reject is joining that side.
Yeah, Azazel's not good. He's a demon, so it's going to be very much sort of debauchery, murder, the 70s with that extra killing, and
Trick,
baby
can you
sacrifices.
remind me, who gave me this phone again?
That was given to you by a Yangoloth. Not the electrolyzer Yangoloth, one of the other Yangoloths.
And he said to contact who on it?
He showed you a symbol and how to press it so that you could contact his boss if you wanted to, negotiate for some help or whatever. The fact that you're now getting Illuminati messages through there might tell you something or not at all. It's up to you to how you interpret that. It could just be spam. They might just be spamming it out to every single fucking phone there is out there, and Ez would have been getting it too had Kiki not shot his phone out of his hand.
Oh, I see.
We will never know that. But yeah. So essentially, at this point, you can chat to Alex Jones. You can chat to any of the other Klauses if you want to talk to them.
Like I said,
or
I
you
wanted
can-
to hand the phone to Alex Jones.
Okay. You're going to go and do that. You're going to wander over to Alex and go and say what exactly?
Here.
Okay. Have you got it? Have you got the videos playing on it, or is it just a
Yeah.
a
I'm
blank?
just walking with the phone in my hand with these videos. I hand the phone over, a video still playing, being like, "Here, you know what this is?"
Yes, I know what this is. This is demons. This is demons, and he's coming from a demon. And I figured you were a demon. I get that feeling from you. I'm not one to judge.
Hey, I was handed this. I
Uh-huh.
was just asking a question.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
you
know
were,
what
you were
this is.
handed it by that demon, right? I saw that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the demon handed you a demon, a demon tablet that spills demon propaganda. I mean, this is just deep state Illuminati propaganda about the end of the world. And
We should get rid of this then. You think?
I mean, you can do with it what you like.
Speaking of
with it.
demons,
Well, I'll give it
Speaking
to
of
you,
demons,
and you can decide what to do with it. Here you go.
I've noticed that whenever I cast magic spells, I can summon one. Do you want to see what happens if I cast all my magic spells at once, Alex Jones?
I can draw the circle again if you like.
Yeah, we could have a fireworks show. Everyone just cast all their spell slots at once.
Got it.
Guys.
Okay, call lightning 5th level.
Oh my god.
Call lightning 4th level.
No,
Call
guys,
lightning 4th level. Call
stop,
lightning 4th level.
stop.
I mean, I will just say one thing before you do that, and go ahead by all means do that. Is you did discover the last episode that as far as the stopping demons from being summoned by casting spells, you can write those symbols on a piece of paper and have them as a disposable get out of jail free or get out of results free token.
I was about
that
to,
is disposable.
I was about to say I would quite like to draw up maybe 10-20 of those and maybe a few angel banishing sigils as well.
Okay, so there is a way that we can cast the spells with less demon summoning. Is there a way that we can cast the spells with more demon summoning? So we
Yeah,
get
we
double
saw
our
that
demons for each
So we
spell.
get a demon army
Yeah,
and we what? We
There,
run?
there
We
is.
just-
Well, that's the amulet that Hillary's using. So yes, there is a way of doing it. You just don't have that MacGuffin, so to
No,
speak,
but we
just
can-
yet. I mean, you're
we can
welcome
just
to ask
call the
Klaus if he's
circle
got
on
one,
the floor.
or you can. Yes, you were charging up a summoning circle there. That is true.
I'm getting on the cart with Alex Jones.
Okay.
I'll give you a thumbs up and leave you to it.
I'm gonna go that way.
Okay. You're getting on the cart too, huh?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
I heard we're getting on a cart. It sounds fun.
Okay.
I handed him the phone too, so he can
Uh,
it can be his judgment. If we
Uzalu,
keep that.
Uzalu, do you think if we cast Troya, it'll summon demons?
Especially if we cast it repeatedly. Anyone here a
Yes.
Dragon Slayer?
No, it's a restoration spell. It might not actually do that. Now I think about.
I know you cast restoration spells by all means, but it's not going to actually summon demons. That one.
It is a reference to
Which
something
which
you are
would be
too
great,
inferior
what-
to understand,
if-
Trig.
Although if we did have Wendy, we could accelerate the cart speed a little bit.
If we could summon
true.
angels and demons
Or the butt
and
juggle
just
gang.
run away.
Or the
okay.
butt jiggle gang.
Yes.
Di, should we get the butt jiggle gang in the last
No.
episode
Three,
of
three,
Trig's
three, the
campaign?
three of us can get in the back and aim.
Trig, what would we have to do
Excellent.
to get some like tight-fitting blackly unitards
Stop.
Yeah, we need it.
and
you
some
know-
massive ass inflation?
You know what?
Yes.
There is a haberdasher
But
at the
jingle gang
next village along, which is the village just outside Mount Zion.
Wasn't actually pressuring you for a serious answer there, Trig.
And yet you got one. You know what? There is even
Yes, but
nobody
triple
in.
ecstasy.
There is
Go.
nobody in the shop. You can take whatever stuff and materials you find in there, and if you want to do a making and mending episode, and make yourself a unitard, feel free.
Hold on, D, I've got you. One sec. There it is. Okay. I'll let everyone have a look at events 1. This is what we want to be now, Trig.
Yes. This
I
specifically.
don't. I'm not involved.
Di specifically wants
Yeah,
to involve herself.
Di is definitely going to be part of this.
Di, are you glad we skipped it the first time?
Yeah.
Usually uses anime reference. Trig is confused.
To be fair, Cope brought it up.
Yep.
So I'm basically just assisting his role.
Oh, I assume that Klaus has agreed to what I was talking to him about, Trig.
Yes, I mean you got my my little piece of artwork. Yes.
A piece of artwork, possibly.
Did I send to you? No.
If you sent it to me, then yes, I got it. But
I will re.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yep.
Yes, you've got that. Yes.
Yeah.
so-
Okay. Then I guess anyone looking at that direction will see Archie and Klaus shaking hands, and
Okay.
then Archie will come join the rest of the party at the cart.
Did I
Okay.
ever get my other gun and
Yes.
reloader thing done?
Yes, Trig. We did say we got that done, didn't
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So you should have 2 of the. Is it what was it called again? Repeater gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that.
And all appropriate holsters and ammunition.
And Klaus and also Klaus are going to wave and say Auf Wiedersehen. And if there's anything you need, just don't be afraid to call us, etc.
Yeah.
Do you have an army in the back of your pocket we could borrow?
Oh, you already have that, don't you?
Every little helps.
Right, so they get back on their horses and pretty much fucking zap out of there really fucking quick. Way quicker than you'd expect a normal horse to move. Their horse is really fucking shift. and they're out of sight pretty much on the spot. Not even Kiki at full sprint with her monk speed could keep up with them.
And
Well,
those
that's
guys look really happy, but I'm not sure if they owned very much.
Oh, I
Oh.
think they owned everything.
they own
They eat
plenty.
the bugs.
Well, that's interesting. It kind of goes against their doctrine.
Yeah, funny
Yeah,
that.
You'd think that, but it really doesn't.
Mm.
Hmm. I'm not
It's
sold.
it's you'll own nothing and we'll be happy.
Yes, the you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. I've always thought of that less as a promise and more of a threat.
Yes, it is somewhat on that tier. So, do you want to head on and move on to the next thing? And whilst you're doing that, Alex is going to explain a little bit more about what he knows of what is going off in Mount Zion, and we'll point out that he's seen some fairly horrific things, and that there's these pillars. I didn't get to go inside, but I've been to their temple on the top of the hill. You get through some ruins, and then you get to this temple, and there's this pillar in there, and it seems to have this slight glow about it. And I think that's similar thing to that amulet that Hillary was using. It's not the same as the amulet I use. I use it's an old amulet I got given it by a friend of a friend who got it from me from France, and symbolizes an old god of partying and so on. Bacchus. I don't know if you know about him. He's a Roman god. Maybe you don't know about him. He's from around your time, and yeah, he's the god of parties and apparently his amulet was made by a guy back a couple of 100 years ago, and he managed to stop bad things from happening when you use magic.
Seamus was telling me about these pillars. Apparently, they're pretty vulnerable to explosives.
Well, I've found a lot of things that are made of stone are pretty vulnerable to explosives. To be honest.
Hey, Trig, while we're journeying to the next location, can Archie attempt to replicate the amulet based on what he's learned from talking to Klaus?
What I will allow you to do is from what your experiments yesterday or last week or last session, you have recognised that you can make one-off talismans that can be used to, in conjunction with the spell, to essentially absorb and just it destroys the talisman, but it will stop anything reprehensible or negative happening with the spell. Should you?
I have a question
Yes.
that probably requires an Arcana roll, but what is the chance that if I inscribe the symbols on a bullet and shoot at a demon, it may destroy or banish the demon?
You're welcome to try it. You
Right on Kiki.
give me an
You know
Arcana
what?
spell. Yeah, give me an Arcana roll. Okay, you know damn well it does not work that way. This is
Damn it.
something that is stopping the magic from creating a rift that opens that allows demons to come through. It does not actually have any effect on demons. It would be roughly like expecting blowing a candle out to stop a car driving down the road.
You've got
Okay,
a really good point though. If I inscribe the angel banishing symbol onto
Yes.
a bullet
Okay.
and then shoot someone, activating it with their blood near an angel, would that work?
You're welcome to try it. But again, if you roll me an Arcana check, I will tell you. Yeah, you think that's going to work. In fact, you're pretty convinced that that's going to work.
Damn, I'm gonna start inscribing like 10 bullets with that symbol.
Okay.
I'll do some multiplies.
Okay. And I will grab a load of pebbles and inscribe the other symbol on each pebble.
Sure.
With the aim of having, let's say, 6 for every party member that casts spells.
Sure. More than that, I will. If you wanted to create booklets of fucking tokens, like
Can I
fucking.
help Kiki with some of the bullets as well? Because I want some.
I mean, sure. I mean, by all means, look at the roll and look at what I answered. But yes, sure. Don't actually expect it to go. Very well.
No, that's I'm at. Yes,
but yeah, you're welcome to do that as you make your way onto the next turn.
Should I roll Smith's tools? I'm proficient in Smith's tools.
Yeah, sure. Lock yourself out.
I'll be creating these tokens for the whole journey. You tell me how many you reasonably think I can create.
It's okay. I'm just gonna throw in my own speculation here. It sounds to me like you can make them so fast that you'll have more than enough that we won't possibly have to worry about it.
Once you've worked out the important scribblings, it's just literally a series of letters and words and symbols. I'm going to let you not worry about it if you don't want to.
Cool.
Thanks,
Trig.
What I'm going to say though is that if you don't want to use one and cast a spell, you don't have to. So,
Understood.
Coat, you're the main caster here. If you want to go, you know what? Fuck it, let's let rip and throw, a wild card into this one. By all means, you don't need to use one if you don't have to. But if you do, you just, I'll take it as read that you're using them, unless you decide not to. How's that?
I shall hand them out to all people who can cast spells. So that's what uzalu, Coat, myself, and I.
Yeah,
Dai is wait. What's Dai in? Isn't she like a barbarian?
She's a
fighter.
Rune
Something.
Yeah, she's a rune knight. She doesn't really cast spells.
Magic imbue it onto my stuff.
Yeah.
And I have like 10 bullets each for this.
Sure.
I did roll as well, Trig. Just so you know.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. You make a lot. That's great. You mix them in with the other bullets in the hope that their abilities will rub off on the other ones.
Oh God, this sounds like the CIA loading those whatever they do, I forgot the term, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Squib rounds.
I'll do some on parchment as well. I'll do like 5 angel banishing sigils each for Dai and I on parchment.
On parchment, good idea.
And then we can just activate it with.
What are you writing the symbols on there with?
My painting supplies.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I don't have any children's blood on hand at the moment.
Okay, fine.
Hey, if it works with spray paint, I'm sure it'll work with acrylic.
Sure. Okay, so you get into the town of Mount Zion. And I'm not going to put the horse and cart on at this particular point in time, but as you walk in, you notice it's quite a nice town. It's definitely been made with a lot of money that's been put into the area, and it's a beautiful town, beautiful architecture, beautiful well-made buildings. Quite the change up from the normal sort of hickory rundown sort of frontier towns you've been running into a lot of. This one feels much more like the vampire town in many respects. It's stone and brick buildings. Very nice town indeed. A lot of money here, obviously, and it is completely and utterly empty as far as you can tell. By all means, feel free to roll me a perception check.
I'm going to guess there's one person here exactly other than us.
Oddly enough, you are correct on that. But yeah, no.
Ooh.
And whoever he is, I'm sure Patrick is not happy that his jock fits him.
What people?
What people, indeed. Kiki's gonna. Sorry,
I am blind.
Yeah.
It's okay, Dai. We are both distracted.
Wait, what are you rolling for perception on? What are we trying to find?
Whether or not how you find the town to be. I'm assuming Cecilia and
there.
Atia
Here's my perception. Oh, look at that.
We're blind.
Yeah, you guys are all going to go off and see if the bartender,
still a 10.
The local bartender, will serve you a pint.
You've rolled Biden's standard roll for everything.
Uh-huh.
You're going to go walk into a wall.
the question is which way, Western man, left or right?
I mean, Medes is the only one who seemed to roll well.
So, yeah, maybe we should ask the owl.
What, are you saying 16 wasn't good enough?
I mean, Meady's rolled a 25 in perception. You know what? Archie and Uzalu are not completely blind. But you've worked out. You guys know that there does not seem to be anybody here. Everybody else is just sort of sat there going, "Oh, it's quiet here."
Even at my worst, I have what is considered an average perception roll.
Yeah.
For a normal person.
On top of the church tower, what does he see?
What does he see? I mean, can you see what he sees?
Yes.
He always has, hasn't he?
I will inform the party that the big guy who unstoned us is somewhere to our north.
Uh-huh.
Shall we go meet him?
And you know what? Jock is going to see the bird, and is going to make jovial Scottish noises. What I will say is that the during your trip towards here, you did hear what sounded like thunder in the distance, but no sign of rain as of yet. But that thunder seemed to subside a good couple of hours ago.
So should we go towards the angel, guys?
What angel?
What angel?
Or...
I mean, we've got banishing bullets now.
What angel?
Oh.
This is the guy. This is the guy who brought us to the angel die.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, you mean yeah.
Happy Scottish noises come
remember,
from.
I asked the colonel if he could call this guy to come help us.
Mm-hmm.
So Archie will move ahead of everyone because he recognises Jock and gives him a respectful bow.
Oh yeah, big pansy! What are you doing, bowing and screeping like a big puffer?
I was gonna say, did he just bow to a Scotsman? What the fuck is this?
Well, he did it last
I will
time they
stare
met.
off in disgust. Can I stare off?
I mean,
in disgust?
bear in mind,
we know will be on his knees kissing his hand or something.
You know what? He's not quite this big, but he's not far off. So I'm just gonna give him the approach because Jock is about the same size as an Astartes.
So that would make him like 12 foot tall, right?
Yeah, he is a big bastard.
So he's actually large category.
He is a large category. So yeah, he's just this big
ground
fucking
shakes.
Scottish lad that's just ugh, what the fuck are you doing, lad? You're pissing yourself and grovelling in front of me like some faggoty wee English lad.
I'm shaking my head in despair.
Speak Celtish to this man, woman.
Archie kind of ignores the insult and just says, "Well met. It's been a long time since we last saw you."
Aye, I've heard you need my help around here.
Yes, things have taken an odd turn for the worse, you could say.
An odd turn for the worse, she says. Aye, yeah, you could say that. I've been keeping abreast of what's going on around here. Found yourself in a right old pickle, hadn't you?
You could say that, yes. If you've been keeping abreast, I assume that means you're aware of the human representative of war back on Earth.
I never did like that fucking lad. Mars is a right cunt, I'll tell you. I've had a few drinks with that one, and he's a rum one.
Oh no.
But you're talking about Klaus, I assume. Yeah, well, he's just a German cunt.
What of the four? Yeah.
Not much that can be said about that one. I've been. I honestly, the state of this planet, I really, the mind boggles. To be honest, I'm glad I've got my own realms to take care of. I don't mind helping out every now and then. Michael seems like a good enough sort on the whole. Sometimes weird taste in women, but you know, whatever gives you wings, I guess.
Many things, it would seem.
Hey, you, Atia, you, Winglass. Did that
Yeah,
Michael
yes.
have a try with you then? Did he? You know he
No,
likes your
no.
sight, does he? Does.
Do I know of the
No,
of
no,
okay?
no.
No,
That was
I'll
Coates
just
of the
I'll just be
character, and he
honest.
didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Hmm. And he's not here.
And he's not here.
Yeah, no, I'll just be honest. No, he didn't.
No, no.
No.
Probably for the best.
Probably.
Well,
He's
either way,
all.
it looks like we're about to have a quite a big fight. And if I remember right, that's always your cup of tea.
Aye, yeah. Well, there's rules, and there's things I can do, and there's things I can't do. I found out a few things, and I just set a few bits and bobs right. Some crafty fucker was using the hall and bringing people in from different times and places, and that's not allowed. Now I know
Benjamin
you're from
Franklin.
Franklin.
That
Yeah, you could say that. Don't mind
I'm
people. They don't mind people being brought from the past, but new technology and new things being brought from the future. That's against the rules, and that I've put an end to that. So, don't tell anyone I told you. But if you look in the right place when you're going up the hill to that there temple at the top, you might find some fucked up krauts with some fucked up gear that's not so fucked up, if you know what I mean.
Archie smiles and understands. He nods but doesn't say anything.
No, I've left you a bit of a care package. Can't do much else for you. If Tom and his lads find out I've done this much, I'm in trouble. But they give me some leeway. Mainly because I'd kick the ass off them if they tried anything. But he does have rather a nasty dog I don't fancy messing with. But I've done what I can.
okay.
In the ruins, down south, on the way to Mount Zion Temple. If you look, as I said, I've left you a care package. Not much, but it might get you through. As for you having to deal with this situation, if you asked Alex over there what you should do, because I've got my own opinions.
I turn towards Alex.
Alex is sort of standing looking in. Surprisingly, not looking in as much awe at Jock as you would expect someone to look in at a giant Scotsman wielding essentially an 8-foot long chainsword across his back and wielding, you've seen pistols. You've seen pistols before. You've used them. This, that, and the other. He's definitely got what looks sort of like pistols on his hips, but they're basically bolters. He's got these things are not looking like they're from around here. So, I've done what I can. I've thinned out a few of the fuckers for you.
You've given us a fighting chance, and that's all we could ask for.
Aye. Alex, you've got one of them there tablet phone things on you, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah. The Illuminati's demons gave us to the wing one over there. I was thinking of destroying it and getting rid of it. Give it over here. And Alex and Jock have a brief conversation. They seem to be messing around with this tablet thing, and they wave to Atia, and they need you to come over there and unlock it because
okay.
they don't know the code on it. I'm afraid.
Oh.
He does. The Scotsman does look like
Right.
he'd be good with tech.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm.
The Scotsman there is lord of several realms, and by realms I mean planetary systems. He is literally a Astartes tier sort of god in and of his own right. He just
You can't open a fucking smartphone though, can he?
well, I can open it all right. I can rip it in half, but it won't be working afterwards. They'll brick it. If you just do the fucking thing with your finger, lass. There we go. Right.
Uses
Okay.
tablets.
I love it.
Okay. Right. And he just taps on it a few times and does something. Says, right. Okay. We've got it in silent mode and airplane mode. Okay. Right. For a start, they're not going to be able to listen to you anymore after. It's blocked.
Okay.
I've also put a little wee kind of an SOS on it, and you hit that, and it's gonna start emitting a sound that's gonna piss Michael right off, and Justin, and any of his other cronies, and any other angels in the area, to be honest. And they're going to come running right straight for it. And they're going to switch it off by whatever means they can. Because it's going to be fucking loud for them. Get right in there. You know like when a baby cries on an aeroplane and you sat there 2 seats forward and the damn thing scream. Oh, you wouldn't know what an aeroplane is.
I was going to say, what's an airplane?
Imagine you're in a horse and cart and there's a wee bear behind you just screaming his little shitty head off and kicking the back of your seat for 2 hours. It's like kind of that annoying, but every second. Right? And
what's
so
a seat?
What's a seat? It's what you sit on with your ass, man.
you just with your ass though, because in an airplane it's not quite the same. It would have to have a back to be kicked in the back.
Chief starts to wonder why he's describing dirt in such fancy terms.
I feel like this Scotsman has no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, look,
but I'm not saying it to his face, Tree.
Exasperated Scottish sounds. Right. So.
Alright, well, we have that. That might be handy.
I'm going to wish you a good look. And,
A good look at what?
What I'll also say is, you set that noise off and...
Don't just hold it, I imagine. I imagine walking around with it in my hand wouldn't be the best idea.
Well, it depends. If you want an angel coming up and hitting you with a big fucking axe to try and get through to the phone with it, by all means, walk around with it.
Yeah,
but
I figured it would be like, something you hide and then you fucking run.
It'll be like it's a bit like having a fucking smoke alarm going on, go beep, beep, beep. Oh, you don't know what a smoke alarm is either. You people and your goddamn backwards ways. I tell you.
No. The chief answers and says it's the guy that watches for the smoke signals.
Aye, him. And when he goes off, I see the smoke signals. He gets really fucking loud and annoying until you take any notice of him, right?
Ah, very annoying. They just don't shut up. Even if I tell them to snooze.
See, the native he knows.
What if we set it off, right? And then marked the back of it with this angel banishing sigil and activated it so that they couldn't get close enough to turn it off.
Oh my god. What you made
Hold on.
Make them really angry, oh no.
If you want to piss them right off at you, aye, by all means do that. Aye, definitely. Great idea, lass.
What if we also mark it with this sigil that makes it so that the angels can't see the sigil on it?
Would that stop them from hearing it, or would they just not see it?
They wouldn't be able to see it. They wouldn't be able to...
They'll never know where the sound's coming.
like an invisible dog whistle for dogs.
I asked Jock if he can make the noise briefly, because if I've heard it, then I can make.
No.
I can replicate
No.
it.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
But I can
Nope.
replicate it.
Nope. Nope. Once it's set off, it's set off. And if that goes off, we're not talking about Michael coming running. We're not talking about Michael and Justin coming running. We're talking about every single one of those stupid cock joke name fucking wankers in the entire fucking planet, all appearing all at once, and anyone associated with them. Which I believe, if what I hear is right, Mars might come fucking running around, and you do not want Mars appearing out of nowhere with no one to kill. Because he's just going to find the
Mars is
nearest
pretty
person and fucking kill them. Just for a giggle, because he's like that.
Hey, Atia, do you want me to put these marks on it? It needs activating with blood, but...
Look, you do you. If you want to do that, you can do that. But, be it on your own head. What I will say is if I hear this coming, if this going off, I'll give it a few seconds. And then, well, I might open a door nearby for you. You'll only have a few seconds to run through it. But if you do, I might be able to get you somewhere safe.
Well, this sounds useful. That's it.
Because I feel like I got you into this mess. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be, well, growing lichen somewhere. No, not you. Native fellow over there. By the way, what's your name? I haven't met you before. I know all these fuckers.
I am Captain Chief Feather on Dot. Pleasant to meet you. I have heard of you from my friends.
Captain Chief. Like Master Chief, but different. I like it.
No, I'm not one of those Navy people. I own a ship, not Navy.
Not Navy, but you own... Oh, okay. Right you are. Well...
Not one of those white people fighting forces on the water.
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. You're not in the slave trade or the tea trade or any of that nonsense.
No, we buy and sell things. That's it.
Fair play to you, lad. Trade. Can't say fairer than that. Pick something up that someone wants, take it somewhere where they want it, sell it to them, make a bit of profit.
As your kind say, supply and demand.
Aye. Well, if you're ever in Scotland, remember they like haggis up there. Not that you can find haggis anywhere else other than Scotland, but if you ever do come into a supply of haggis, Scotland's the place to sell it.
I was always taught that's not how that works.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm not much of a trader. More of a fighter, me.
Don't they have so much haggis in Scotland they actually export it? They don't need any more imported.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I
come
was
on.
gonna. It reminds me of when they taught me that you don't go to India to sell tea.
I mean, that's true. You go to England to sell tea. Those fuckers will drink any amount of that shite. Whiskey, that's my deal. Can't get enough of
I
whiskey.
bet he likes Jack Daniels.
You see him look off. You see the chief look off in the distance, thinking of what happened to his fellows.
American whiskey's terrible for you. Good Scottish whiskey, that's where it's at. Irish whiskey if you have to. But not American whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah, Irish whiskey's the bottom of the barrel, right, though?
No. American whiskey's the bottom of the barrel. Irish whiskey's okay. It's just it's not quite the same as the Scottish though. Anyway, I'll leave you lads to it. On lasses, of course.
We should probably head our way to that place he said to go to. Some stuff.
Excuse me, lass, and pushes you to one side at you and walks up to this wall and seems to press a couple of bricks in some sort of combination. Is they're going, it's around here somewhere, and suddenly a door just springs open, and there's like a blue shimmering light, and he steps through it, and the door closes behind him, and there is just a wall.
Scottish people always do that, though.
Huh.
So Artie, are we marking this phone up so that we can just activate it with some blood and have an invisible annoyance device?
Yeah, I think so. That would be fun. And when we really need to, we hit it and we run.
Is
I
there
mean, if we fail to stop the summoning, this would be a good way of dealing with it without us having to die.
He's summoned into the world and immediately had to just deal with this sound for the rest of his life.
No.
What, make him want to kill himself? Is that
No,
what you're
no,
saying? Because
die,
I'm on board.
die.
It only
Fine.
affects the angels.
Yeah,
If
he's an angel.
Azazel's turned up, right, and let's say he's not fully there, or if he is fully summoned there, whatever, we just activate this thing and jump through this magic door that Jock opened for us. Suddenly, every angel in this universe, plus their god, apparently themselves, will be right there.
What if he doesn't open the door for us?
Well, I
Well,
mean, there is that.
if he doesn't open the door for you, you've got a pissed off Dark Angel, plus all of his buddies, and
now I get it.
a pissed off Angel and a God of War having a fight right next to you whilst you sit there in the corner shaking, going, "Holy shit, we might die now."
I mean,
It's all right. We can just have a
alternatively,
laugh
we
with it
could have
and go-
needies deliver it.
You could.
We could just have a laugh with it and then pop downstairs and
We're not going to have to worry if we have the sigils, right? Don't we have the ones to literally make it invisible to them?
Yeah, that's what I've. That's one.
So we can make it. We could literally have it. They won't see where it's coming from. They'll just hear the sound.
Yes. I mean,
That said,
they
the
could
majority of
they
the
could just
time-
turn everything within a mile into sort of smoldering ash.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
also-
that's why we'd have to go and like plant it somewhere
Mhm.
relatively far away, like
Yeah,
really hidden,
also-
and then set it off.
You've got to consider dying, right? Finding phones on noise is probably easier than sight. The amount of times I lose my phone and have to ring it to find it,
This is true.
That sounds like a skill issue.
I mean, the thing is, it's a small black rectangle. You leave it lying around on black furniture, and it vanishes. And yeah, so yes, but Kiki is right. You can locate a phone via sound very easily.
It is, however, now
You just scream and use
with-
the echoes
Mhm.
to find it, right?
It is, however, now
The
invisible.
way he described the
and,
sound, though, was like that as soon as this is on, they will just hear it wherever they are, which is already not a normal thing for a
Yeah,
phone to do.
The question is, how effectively will they be able to get close enough to vaporize it if it's got this angel banishing sigil activated on the back?
Right. Okay. I think I've told you, and I think you've seen because this is basically supernatural law, how that works, and it is only a very short term thing, and you have to use it whilst the angels are there.
Yeah, well, the battery will also go out at some point.
Yeah,
right?
if you're using the angels vanishing sigil, the angels are there. You do it, and it sort of basically knocks them, some miles away or back to their realm or wherever. It's never really actually clear where it knocks them. And then they can be back within 10-15 minutes. It gives you a brief moment to run the fuck away before some really pissed off angels come for you.
I mean, we can just go back to hell, though, right? We can, if we really wanted to, and things went
We're
pear-shaped
gonna
here,
escape to
right?
hell.
we could just spend the entire next century or so winding up angels with really bad practical jokes.
I mean, once we've
That would be
activated it,
hilarious.
if Archie hears it, he'll be able to replicate it at will whenever he wants.
Ish.
If it's a sound, he can replicate it.
Yes and no. You know how a dog whistle works? You know
Yeah.
how you
Yeah,
and
you
I
say
don't...
something really offensive, and then the ADL calls you out.
Pretty much, yeah. But right, okay. So it's something that the normies don't hear, but dogs can hear.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I have an owl and a dog to hear for me.
Are either of those angels?
That's fair, but Archie does understand angelic or celestial, whatever it is.
Yes, yeah. I'm just saying that there's tonal effects that you will not be aware of within this. But anyway, you're
With the
welcome to
angel
try.
eye give them the ability to angel hear.
When you say tonal effects, do you mean like in Chinese where the tone changes the word?
Yes,
Yeah,
literally
you-
that. You know.
Okay.
What if you got like Michael to graft one of his ears onto you?
If you can get
Ew.
Michael to graft an ear onto say Archie's forehead, give him the old Star Trek treatment.
We do have one potential problem
Uh-huh.
because
Only one.
no,
Yeah,
two
a
of
problem.
the party still have Michael's eyes.
Yes.
So
Which two?
he's seen this in interaction.
He's seen some of the interaction. He you know, if I remember rightly, it is Maximus and Archie that have got
Yeah.
those eyes. Can't hear. He can see.
He also, it also fucks him up a little bit.
It fucks him up when he's close, and he had to switch it off. We don't know whether
That
he
makes
switched it
sense,
back
but
on again.
looking at yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, also he just didn't like looking at what we were doing because he hated it.
Yes, especially you two.
Why do I keep being lumped in here?
What do you
I
mean?
didn't
You're
actually
worse
do
than me.
anything.
Because Di,
What do you
as
mean?
always, it's funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? You sent a fucking baby as a demon or to eat
Listen,
babies.
I gave directions. That's all I did. Okay.
He's
What
not
about
even
Wait a
making
second.
final-
Wait a second. Hold on. Trig, does that mean all these Yagnolas we've ran into are women because they ask directions?
What about that captain guy?
I
who
mean,
was
maybe.
helping us and you just stabbed him.
I remember you being very pleased with my decision. Actually.
Look, just
Kiki,
because
I
I'm
don't
pleased
think
with
that-
it doesn't mean it's good.
Anyway, I think we've got like a weapons cache and a gift package to go collect.
Same thing, but
Yes,
yes.
let's go collect. Yeah, let's go collect.
Oh, they're the same. Anyway, let's go see what presents this guy left for us, eh?
Okay. Do you want to do
Nah.
anything else whilst you're in town?
What are we gonna loot the place?
Yeah.
I'm just saying there is a fully functioning town that seems to have nobody in it at the present moment. If you want
Is it
to
really
go
a
and,
functioning town without people?
well, I mean,
We aren't massively heavy on bullet kills at the moment. We can probably top those up.
uh-huh.
I mean,
And how much gold
is there
there?
healing stuff
Um,
that I could just grab as we walk by?
well, like an apothecary type sort of thing.
Yeah, like, you know.
Roll me an investigation check, Di.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
No, you're
Oh,
unable to find an
wow.
apothecary.
Bullets? Can I get bullets?
Roll me an investigation check.
Apologies, I'm working on a much smaller screen today.
You find a blacksmith's. In there are all sorts of bits of metal and so on. If you want to sort of fashion some bullets, you probably can. Does anybody else want to try an investigation roll?
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 14. I was looking for an apothecary as well.
Okay. You also fail to find an apothecary. You do, however, find a shop with a symbol outside that you do recognise as being an electrolyzer shop. You go in there and roll me a second investigation roll. And inside you
I would
find...
like to add 5 to that roll with Flash of Genius.
Okay. In there you find a fully working recharging pack, shall we say, and a bottle of silver nitrate and a bottle of morphine. 1 pint of morphine, to be exact.
1 pint.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Okay, let me just
Down it.
Down it, down it, down it, down it.
I don't know if that would work on Archie.
I don't know if it'll do much on Archie now.
What was the first thing you said? A charge pack.
Yes.
That's one of those backpacks, yeah.
It is one of those backpacks, yeah.
One of those backpacks, yeah.
Okay. I will give the morphine to Die
Okay.
because I think you can use it, get more use out of it than me.
Diamorphine, yes.
You're giving me a pint of morphine?
Yes.
Yep.
Down it, down it, down it,
Okay.
down.
And as for the silver nitrate, does anyone need their weapons silvered or bullets silvered?
I
No.
mean,
Do you
I'll
want to do
take
some
some
bullets?
silver.
I mean, do as many as you want.
Does the electrolyzer shop have
Frig,
the electrolysis
magic
machine?
weapons don't need that, do they?
No, magic weapons don't.
Do magic
Okay, then
weapons
my
get
spear's
an
fine.
extra +1 to bonus for if they also are silvered?
Sorry, what?
Is
No.
is magic weapons plus silvering additive?
No. Certain creatures, certainly demons and so on, are affected by either cold steel or silvered weapons
We have
and magic weapons. It doesn't. It's not a. It's magic and it's silver, therefore double. No. It just takes off their resistance to it.
Yeah, we have bumped into a few though that needed things like silvered or wooden,
Yep.
but weren't affected by magic.
Yep.
So it might be worth doing it anyway.
Okay. Can I also silver plate Meady's talons and beak and Sparky's claws and teeth?
Sure.
Do I need to roll anything for that or?
No. I mean that's going to be it's going to be a bit of a process. It's going to take an hour or two. If you want to do that during
Can you pop,
a long rest or a short rest, you can do.
can you pop them out like benches?
What?
You can use the
pop them
you
out
can
like
use the you can use the electrolysis pack to do that, but you need to take a
Okay,
short rest.
I'll do that on travel.
Okay. Anybody else want to look for a maybe a gunsmith store or anything else like that?
Sure. I will look for a gunsmith.
I
Is
hate
that
to
investigation
be like this, but you've already done yours. I was waiting to see if anybody else that hasn't done an investigation roll wants to
Yeah,
do one.
I'll what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I will look for any place with a. Can I roll medicine for like any attempts to find anything useful in that sense?
Yes, certainly. Are we talking about medicine as in American Indian medicine?
Okay, anything that would function in basically anything connected to the medicine skill is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So whether it's literally medicine or not is not the point.
Okay, I'm going to let you find an apothecary with a 19 roll.
Ah, I was hoping to find an apothecary, but all right.
Yes. Fortunate that really. Yes, you find one, and give me an investigation check.
Investigate. Oh, damn it! How's perception work?
Fine, give me a perception in that case. Great. What were you after in particular? Anything?
Okay. Anything that could be functionally useful to us in the, realm of medicine, be that in the positive or negative sense.
How's this? You will find various tinctures and ointments and so on. It's definitely stuff to deal with very nasty burns. And you will also find roll me a 1d8.
Seven.
Oh, well done. Okay, you get 7 of the new bottles of healing potions. They seem to be straight out of a box that have just arrived there. It seems that were abandoned. But there is definitely a box of of Astral Zeneca healing potions. Right there.
Wait.
Wait, isn't that the addictive thing?
It might
Did
be.
you say AstraZeneca?
AstralZeneca.
Astral
It's very
Zeneca.
different.
Oh.
Have you guys been told it's addictive?
Well, I might as well just hand all of that to the succubus since she's into drugs and stuff. There
Uh-huh.
you go. There's 7 bottles of it.
7 bottles
Enjoy.
of healing potions.
I assume I am the mule.
I mean,
Look,
you are
you're
because you are
you're
you're
the drug
massively
fiend.
strong
Yeah,
and
okay.
yeah.
Did we
Yeah.
actually,
Anyone need healing? Come to me, basically.
Yeah, did we actually tell people that they were addictive? I don't think.
So wait,
it
so
was
what?
mentioned, was it?
7 bottles of what?
The same stuff Kiki's got.
What do you
It-
got, Kiki?
AstraZeneca. Hang on, it's the 1d4.
Yeah,
I think, so.
its chemical name is
Finding it.
Nelanol.
Can you put that? Can you put 7 of them in my character sheet, Kiki?
I can't. My computer is really struggling at the
Yeah,
moment,
Okay.
so
she
I've
doesn't
had
have
to like remove my access to everything.
No, I might be able to do that for you. Hold on.
If you don't mind.
But no, seriously, I don't think any of us have been informed, other than myself, that it's addictive. Have we?
You know what? I don't think they have.
Okay, I know you literally out of game told us about this ahead of time,
Yeah.
so I mean,
It's not your fault, Code. Don't
it's
worry.
kind of like I don't
We
know.
have
Maybe
we
maybe
have
it's just
healing potions.
obvious. You know, I inherently don't trust white man stuff anyway. So
White
I mean,
man.
I've seen how their liquids cause my people addiction. So no, take that as you will.
I mean,
They're here for worst case scenario, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, what could go wrong? It is simply virgin blood and heroin. I mean, how could
I
that possibly?
also have a pint of morphine if you prefer.
But yeah, as far as the rest of you guys are concerned, these are just regular healing potions that are stronger.
Yeah, it does 48 damage plus 48 temporary.
Yeah,
hit points.
I assume you're gonna add that in
Hey,
because I was just gonna put them in as.
I mean,
an
I'm
item,
basically
but
a
it
super
does stuff
medicine
like that,
man.
but-
I think I probably can figure this kind of thing out, even if it's not written out right in front of me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I would imagine you would probably be able to smell it and go, tincture of of poppy and child's blood. Ugh. White man does sick thing. Damn.
Yeah.
Would you know what poppies are?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good point. Actually, are poppies native to
Poppies are
North America?
From America, are they?
They're all over the
The
fucking shop.
the red poppy is native to most all of Eurasia and North Africa.
Yeah. So yes.
I've just put down 7 AstraZeneca healing potions.
You
Yeah.
not already have Nelanol. Thought we gave you like this stuff.
I don't think so.
I was literally fucking putting it in.
I didn't do anything.
Wrote over the top of what I was right when I put Neon on.
Oh.
Look at me, I did nothing. I
thought
didn't
was
do. You
insane.
fucking
No,
did.
listen. I just finished copy pasting fucking the thing in, and then it just changed it to that. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was my mistake, and then I just deleted it.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Okay, right, let's fill in the details of that. Yeah.
Do you see why I struggled?
Kiki, how did you get that to actually work as a roll?
I added it as an attack.
Oh.
And then linked it to the item in the inventory as an ammunition.
Okay, well we'll do that after the session in that case.
Yeah. Just if one
Or
of them gets
we can
used,
just have
it's
you
just
roll them
you
as
roll
and
them.
when
Yeah.
if need be. There's no need for all of that. Right. Okay, so you've got some extra healing potions. Congratulations. Nobody
You're
managed
welcome.
to find the gunsmith that was there. No problem.
What can I
Uzalu
do
could
when I
give it a
roll a
go.
fucking 3?
He could.
I'm blind.
Uzalu?
Yes. I don't think I need anything.
You don't want a snazzy new weapon?
I already have a snazzy weapon.
Awesome.
I literally can't get rid of my
Yes,
snazzy
Yeah,
weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say both me and Uzalu literally are quite content with our weapons, no matter how much we like it or not.
And also, since Trig just said, "Ha, none of you found the gunsmith," I'd be like, "Hey, I haven't rolled yet." It would be kind of bullshit to say, "I'm going to try and find a gunsmith."
No,
which I'm not going to do.
I was hinting towards people who hadn't rolled an investigation to roll one.
I see, which is just me, I think. But also, I don't really need a gunsmith. I have guns, I have a bow, and I need to keep the bow. So
that is fair enough. That is fair enough.
Would dispel magic break a curse?
Depends.
If dispel magic is used to get rid of another spell.
Yeah. And
Right.
it's,
you can
and
break
it's,
the curse and summon a big demon.
it is only within certain levels. You can break the curse. You can break curses though. But if you broke the curse
you need remove curse for that.
you do need remove curse for that. And if you did do that, you would likely turn those bow and spear into a bow and a spear. So there's swings and roundabouts to that one. It's but if you're done in the town in that case, we can move on to the next area.
I mean, unless
What other
Uzalu was
places
just
did you
standing
check?
there, you might as well. Unless you're just literally standing there, Uzalu, you might as well roll something.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Roll for what?
Do an
I
investigation.
don't know what I'm
Investigation,
looking for.
Scavenging.
I just roll for loot, I guess.
Generic find stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No. You also managed to find essentially what has managed to find, which is there seems to be an electrolyzer symbol over here. No
Cool.
worries. Right. I will move you on to the next area in that case.
Whee!
You push on.
Mushroom.
Let's get this care package.
Can anyone tell me, is the background really green on your screens as well?
It's regular green.
Yes, it is quite green.
There's green where there normally is white. I don't know why that happened on this particular
I'm
map.
gonna reverse the page for
No,
me.
there's no green where there's normally white.
Oh, okay. Just
Let me
mostly-
send you a screenshot.
I am refreshing it for myself to see if that changes it. No, it's still that way. Yeah, it's still green in the background.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is what it looks like to me. Events 1.
Yeah, that's what I see.
If you zoom out further though,
I'll do a snipping tool for my own.
I'll get you the whole thing here, Trig.
Mhm.
Obviously, I can't see all of it because of the line of sight, but
okay, no, that's right. That's normal. I will show you why on mine in that case, because
I'm on Firefox if that helps.
Yeah, I am
Same.
too.
I know Roll20's had issues with browsers. What are you on, Ez?
Brave.
I'm
getting
on Firefox.
normal.
Ever since you started using
Right.
line of sight, I can't use Brave for it.
So everyone who's not on Firefox has a problem with it.
I'm on.
No,
No,
I've
I'm on
got it fine on
Firefox.
Brave.
I'm on Firefox, and I mean, I don't have a problem. It's just it has a green
It's
background.
green. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like Kiki and Trig have a specific problem, and they are the
No,
only
I'm
ones using a
fine.
Chromium-based browser.
Yeah. If you
No
look-
problem.
it's not a
Oh, okay.
problem. It's
Not sure
just
then.
you see where the edge of the map is. and
Oh,
then-
you mean the background behind the scene?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like that, like Dice got it.
Oh, Di has
This
it
is
too.
fine.
Yeah.
That's interesting. No, I haven't got that.
It's
That's
weird. It's just this one map. I just wondered if it was a weird glitch with mine or whether it's Roll20.
Yeah, mine's
Perhaps
like
it's the new
mine's like
feature.
dice.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Mine's
Mine's
not.
way background.
No worries. You haul the cart up the hill and you get to some ruins. You are beginning to see at the top
How
of
are
the
there
hill.
ruins?
They look like they've been destroyed by recent cannon fire within the last 6
Cool.
months or so.
And can we see what we can see here? Because I can see like a dude with a gun. Yeah.
You can see that. Yeah.
Trig,
No,
have you put a Maxim gun in for the last session?
No, it's not a Maxim gun. It's an MG42. It's a completely different type of gun.
I'm gonna
Oh, okay. I was
just,
gonna
A
say it's like a World War
contemporary
One.
a contemporary gun of the Maxim. Basically, the next
But
best
no,
thing.
no, we went from World War One to World War Two.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't
So
know.
now we're
Maxim
gonna
was
get
World War
mowed down even worse.
Okay. Yep. There does seem to be some smoke coming up from behind there.
Well,
Maxim gun is from
One. We need a smoke
1884.
detector.
Maxim's like pre-World Wars.
It is, but believe it or not, it's
Yeah, I didn't
actually
know
still
that.
being used in Ukraine at the present moment. They are actually
I will
using.
send Medes over to scout.
Okay. Okay.
What does Medes see?
Meaty sees. Remember, you saw some of these stormtroopers before in the electrolyzers camp, yes?
Yeah, they were quite rude.
Yeah, well, these ones aren't going to be being rude. These ones are, in fact, all lying down, huddled up next to the Maxim gun. It was not the Maxim gun, the MG42, belt of bullet in hand, and all of them seem to have been cut in half. They have head and shoulders and chest.
Hey, that's rude.
Then they have a big gap, and then they have, the legs and bottom half of their torso with a good 3 or 4 inches separating the two bits.
Interesting.
The gun appears to be intact.
Well, I will suggest, Pike, that we go investigate the gun and see if we can get any of their equipment.
I mean, that's why we stopped here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in and have a look.
Roll me a perception check from Medes and from Archie.
Okay, give me a sec.
I'd also like to do. I'd also like to attempt to. You know what? You guys go first.
Yeah, there do seem to be some people manning that gun.
Like I said,
Yeah,
they're actually been cut in half by something.
Yeah.
They are deceased.
They are ex-stormtroopers. Their storm has passed.
They are
It has
past
blown
tense.
over.
Why did someone draw that? And
Huh?
why did they do it in roughly my color? I feel framed.
Where does someone draw what?
That.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All I see is a patch of grass. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You might be colorblind.
Yep. This has been a common occurrence with just about every single map
Yes.
I've run into.
I don't know who's doing it, man, but whoever he is, I bet he's got a massive penis.
No, I think he's just bored.
Or compensating.
Or compensating.
And there's you two compensating.
Right. Medes has rolled a 14 in perception, and Medes has noticed that there seems to be the cart that is on fire, or smouldering at this point, seems to have a metal box underneath it.
All right. Can I retrieve metal box, or is there fire in the way?
No, the fire is on top of the cart. You could drag the metal box.
I'm gonna ask Chief Featheron if he can use his water trick to put the fire out.
Want me to just grab it?
Is there any water that I can shape over to it?
I mean,
I
Guy
can
has an
summon-
infinite.
Yeah. I mean, Atty, you could
Yeah,
just
Di
point
is the water thing.
point the thing at it.
I don't think you need even code to get involved.
I'll just reach under and grab it. It's only fire, right?
Yeah, it's
I am too resistant to
Mhm.
fire.
Yeah, I'll
Resistance
just
not the
put it
same as
out.
immune.
Did I say immune?
I mean, I'm immune to
I
fire.
literally said resistant.
All right, go ahead, burn yourself.
I'm not
Yeah,
getting
I'll just
it.
grab it.
Katia is.
In fact, I
No,
will
Artie,
grab it.
fucking.
I
the
will
other one.
wander over and I will offer it to Archie in bare hands.
how strong is Cecilia?
10.
You'll drag it out with difficulty.
Okay.
Archie will tap it with one finger just to check the temperature before he opens it.
Oh my god.
It's warm, but it's okay.
Okay, then he shall open it.
Okay, there's a padlock on it.
Okay, what do I roll for open padlock? Let's see. Thieves' tool?
Thieves' tools, hammer. You know.
I have.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there you
god,
go.
look
Oh
at
my-
that roll.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
okay. You definitely remove the padlock,
Dismantle the whole
and
thing.
the padlock is in perfect condition. You may use the padlock in the future if you so desire.
That's like 10 points better than the second best roll we've had in this entire
No,
campaign.
he not only removed the padlock, he deconstructed the box.
Yeah,
He learned how
Can you give
padlocks
can you
work.
give him
Yeah,
something
you-
extra
you-
special for that, please?
yes, he is now going to be able to make padlocks at will.
He thinks of padlocks
Fucking
and
get
they
into a
appear.
business partnership with lockpicking lawyer, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally just thinks of it and it appears.
Right, you open the box. You find in the box 2 belts of ammunition. 4 that will go with the MG3 that is lying there on its side. Each belt has 100 rounds of ammunition in it. You also find in there a large. How can I describe this? It looks like a great sword, but it seems to have a very boxy sort of area just in front of the handle, and there's like a little plastic sort of T-shaped unit with a bit of rope on it, and then a handle in front of the box area, and there's a bit of a trigger squeezy thing on the actual handle itself. Would anybody also the blade seems to have a weird sort of
Where is
spiky
that?
chain running all the way down the length of the blade.
Oh my god, is it a chainsaw?
It's probably a chain
It's a
sword.
chainsaw sword,
What,
yeah.
is that a perception roll to work out if I can determine what that is?
By all
It's a
means,
chainsaw bayonet.
by
Oh
all
no,
means.
USA Today, why?
Do I know what it is?
With a 10 investigation, not really. Not
Does
really.
it look like anything I've ever seen before?
You have seen something like that before. Yes, it is. It is very similar to the thing that Jock seemed to have on his back.
I'm going to attempt to pick it up. How heavy is it?
It's not that heavy, to be honest. A little more heavy than a regular sword, maybe. But the weight seems to be mostly in the handle. It does seem to be quite long. It is definitely a great sword, not a normal long sword. It is. This is a Zweihander sort of length
Okay.
thing.
If I can work out where the on switch is, I'm going to hand it to Achen and ask her to give it a use, see what she thinks.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I will say, such a weapon would go amazingly with my new armor.
I mean, it's the same color of blood and gore, I guess.
Not yet.
Oh,
It isn't, but it will be soon.
It's
Exactly.
pristine currently.
Yeah, I guess Dai has a new sword.
You know what? Fuck it.
Oh.
Let's put it there. If you look into handouts, you will see there is an accurate picture of what you have there.
Handouts.
It's Pochita.
It's a more primitive version of what Jock had.
Dude, that's so long.
Yeah, I know.
66.
66 slashing plus your strength.
Oh my god.
Hey, Di, imagine what happens if we make you go up for a few size levels and you use it.
Like I said, this goes amazingly with my new armor.
Right. There is also in there.
How many vials of the liquid fuel do we find?
You don't find any vials of the liquid fuel. There is fortunately a half a tank of fuel in it.
Cope, do you have any spells that let you to synthesize liquids?
No.
Oh, shame.
Aren't you the alchemist guy thing?
Yeah, but I don't get spells like that. All right, what about the big gun?
The big gun.
I doubt it knows any spells either.
It doesn't know any spells.
I think it does. I think it knows range to death.
Right. Does anyone want to see if they can pick it up?
Sure. Strength roll?
How much backpack space do you have in terms of weight?
I haven't been keeping track of it accurately, but probably not much at this point.
Right, because you need to.
I should have a ton actually, as far as weight. If you need carrying shit,
I need to know if you can take an extra 25 pounds of weight.
I'm gonna say no because I've got all the spare parts and scrap.
Right. Okay.
I
you
can
will
easily carry a lot of that for you. I have a ton of strength.
You're going to need a spare
I could probably
26
carry it.
pounds in weight.
Could we fit it? Could we fit like 90% of it in the bag of holding and just have the barrel sticking out?
No.
I'm pretty sure I can carry this.
Oh, like I said, same here. As you can just hand me some of the supplies you need carried because I have a ton of strength and not carrying that much.
We have a lot of characters that do.
My strength is
Carry a lot.
19.
Carry a lot.
But for the sake of just picking it up for now, let's see if I can.
Strength 14 to pick it up.
You can just about pick it up, but it's heavy and unwieldy. And if you were trying to point it out in a direction as if you were going to point a rifle, you will find that is difficult for you.
Is there a tripod or anything on
There
wheels that can be attached to
does
it?
appear to have two folding metal arms that drop down just below the front of the barrel. Yes. Let me put this in the handouts for you, so you can see what I've written about our good friend Mr. MG3.
8d10
Yes.
plus strength.
Yes.
Would it be?
There are some
Would you-
details there that are important to make note of, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing that. It seems like it'd go really well with a Purvase shield.
If you were to combine it with the Purvase shield, I would allow you to re-separate the two sides of the Purvase shield, build that into the middle of the Purvase shield, and have it as a fixed unit with two two sort of pieces of armor on either side, kind of like a fixed heavy machine gun position.
So, Di,
you would get.
would you like a
Secret.
mobile
Let me roll
pillbox?
strength. Oh god, that's my worst.
You could stand in one place really big and hold it up, Di.
No, don't hold it up and fire it from your hip. You get a minus 20 to hit on it doing that. It will fire everywhere but where you want it to.
Even in giant form?
Even in giant form, you need to be lying down and
Kyojin.
firing it from firing it from.
Okay, so you would have the shield in front of you while you're lying down, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So Di, would you like me to craft you a mobile pillbox?
I mean, sure.
Well, the peanut gallery seems to want it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that will be Archie's project on the next journey. What about the dead guys? What equipment do they have?
Wait,
does it?
you haven't finished looking in the box yet.
Oh, what else is in the box?
There is also two smaller metal boxes, cases. You might even call them briefcases. They seem to be sort of small, flattish, got a handle on them, and a locking mechanism that seems fairly obvious as a click release on the top. And as you click and open that, inside there you find this rather absurd looking gun. Or actually two of them.
Huh. Does that go well
The
with
machine
cheese, by
pistol?
chance?
Yes. That is we're going to call it a machine
That
pistol.
looks hilarious.
That
What
is
the
an
fuck is
that is an
that?
actual Mac 10.
What is that?
That sticking out the bottom of it is a 50-round magazine that goes in there.
Jesus Christ.
Because it is magazine fed, it only takes a simple bonus action to put a new magazine into it. On single
How
shot.
quickly does it exhaust its ammo?
Firing it as
Yes.
bursts. Firing it as bursts, it will fire a burst of 5 rounds, or you can fire it single shot.
Trig, why are you giving us all these bad guns? Can we have a zip gun, please?
No, you're not getting a zip gun. Zip guns don't exist. How can you say bad guns and then say zip gun is not a bad gun?
Look, I
Zip gun is
want to
the
be able
worst
to
gun
cock the
ever.
gun by holding my hand in front of the barrel, please.
You know what? Fucking kudos, dude. The fact that you know the zip gun and know how bad it is. You know what? You can find a zip gun in there.
No,
I throw
he
it away.
can't. Stop.
There is
Who just
unfortunately
wants to lose a hand.
there is unfortunately only 10 rounds of ammunition, and every time you fire it, you're going to have to roll a D2 or flip a dice to see whether it actually fires, and then you're going to have to roll flip another dice to see if trying to fix the thing
And you're
shoots you
also
in the hand.
cursed to use it, just to fuck you.
I never understood why you'd want to have an underslung gun on your gun anyway.
Underbarrel
Okay.
shotgun on an AR.
I was going to say a shotgun on an
Oh,
AR
no,
or
but
a
I'm
grenade launcher on
specifically,
an
I'm
AR.
The
referring to
master
zip
of
gun.
the zip gun.
The
Yeah,
zip,
but an underbarrel machine pistol on a assault rifle is a bit silly.
that's
Yeah,
this is
that's
Increases
fine.
your rate of fire.
I mean this is
Wow.
this is just a I mean
Until it jams 2 rounds in.
Yes.
yeah this doesn't
Rate of
You'll
fire
technically increase
does
your
not.
rate of fire by
Rate
2
of fire
units.
rate of fire does not imply how long it lasts. It just rate of fire.
He's not wrong.
It's not wrong, it's just stupid.
Both things can be true.
And
So how
there's
many
another-
did you
there's
say were
another
there
one?
2 of these?
there are 2
Yeah,
of
there's
those,
other-
and each of them has a magazine, and there are 2 extra magazines for each gun, so that is a total of 6 magazines. All of them are full of ammunition. There is no extra ammunition for any of these guns at all.
I will suggest, given these are dex based, that we should let Kiki have them.
Mm.
Since I think she's got the highest dex by far in the party.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm at 20.
Well, that means you're going to get a plus 20 to your damage on these.
I think it's
Sorry, plus
dex
5.
modifier, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
plus 5. Sorry, I realised that as I said it.
Now, with regards this is a machine pistol, so as with your other pistols, I will allow you to use Kensai skills with it. With the burst fire and the ammunition being the way it is, whether or not the ammunition is magic ammunition, I am dubious about. If you want to go ahead and modify the ammunition as magic ammunition, I believe Ez might be able to do something on that
I
front.
could repeating shot one of them, but not both of them.
Yep.
You know what? You could if you repeating shot just one of them, I can shoot it as effectively as I could shoot 2.
Yes.
Yeah, you literally could just hold the trigger down and just never run out of ammo.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a barrel overheating issue after a while on that. In that case,
It's magic ammo, so
Hmm.
does it overheat the barrel?
Certainly the MG42, sorry, MG3, does have an overheat mechanism put into it. I didn't put one into the Mac 10 because I hadn't foreseen that particular thing. I thought you might actually put the self-loading thing on the MG42, seeing as it's on.
Well, we got distracted by the things in box. We can go back to the MG now.
Right. So there you go. You've got 2 Mac 10s, an MG42/MG3. The difference being the ammunition type in this particular case. You can call it either one. I don't really care. You could call it Chaplin's Buzzsaw for all I care. It is a spicy boy. It does fire in a cone. When used from prone, the MG3 is essentially it hits everything in this cone when firing a burst, and they get a dexterity saving throw to see if they can dodge out the way / take reduced damage. It's pretty much it hits everything that it fires in that cone.
Well, since it's based on strength and Die's got the highest strength, it kind of makes sense to give it to Die.
If it's fired from the hip or while standing or whilst moved, it does have a to hit ratio. It does have a to hit roll on it, and which has got a -20. I mean, it's retarded. You'll be shooting down aircraft rather than anything else.
Which thing are we talking about again? Sorry.
The MG42. If you're firing it while standing and moving, you need to roll it to hit. If
You're calling it an MG42, but in the notes you've put an MG3.
Yeah, it's an MG3 machine gun as well.
The MG3 is the modernized version of the MG42. It's the same. It's basically the same gun.
Right.
They don't call it the MG42 anymore because Nazi gun. They don't like it that much. MG3 is one of the most widely used machine guns in the world. MG42 was verboten because
I think though, but just
Spicy
saying
Windmill
MG3
Man.
would be easier just because we don't. It's named that way, so it's making confusion on what gun
Fine,
we're talking
fine.
about.
MG3. Yay.
What did you change? Just change the name if you wanted it to the other one.
Fine. It's just YouTube.
Just call it the Hitler shooter or something.
Spicy Windmill Man favorite gun. Okay. Right. So there you go. You have your care package now.
Well, not quite. The dead guys, what equipment do they have? Do they have any rifles?
Everything they have has been cut in two by what looks like a very similar weapon to the chainsaw that the Die seems to be, fumbling around with at the present moment.
Including their helmets?
No, their helmets haven't been cut in half, but their bodies and most of what they were using. They were essentially a machine gun crew. They didn't have any rifles with them other than that big gun.
All right.
They do have helmets though.
wanna-
If you want the Stahlhelms, you can take a Stahlhelm.
Anyone want a futuristic armor helmet?
No, I'm alright.
You know what? It might be worth it. I'm gonna net a full uniform from one of these guys in case we blend in.
Okay.
You know what? I'll do the same.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna add it to my inventory as future disguise.
You can put down boss uniform.
What did you say?
Boss uniform.
Ah, Hugo Boss.
Maybe. You just know that because it says boss on the inside on the label. Assumed that they were in charge or something.
All three of them.
Now, there is a temple in sight at the top of the hill. You are within sight of it.
We should
can
blow
see
it
it.
up.
They can. Yes. Yes, you should. Do you wish to push
We
on?
don't
Do you
even
wish to?
step- We
do you
don't. We
wish to-
don't even step in. We just we just burn it to the ground.
Just
Do you have
deploy
the explosives,
explosives.
Zoe?
What I will say
You
is,
know what?
Die and Ez, give me some sort of rolls to see if you can work out how this chainsaw thing works.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
I would like
Strength. I can roll a strength save.
you right. Sure is
I've rolled 23 on Tinker's Tools.
okay. You've rolled 23 on Tinker's Tools. Die, you've managed to wheel it round in the air, and generally everyone's sort of ducked and gone, Jesus fucking Christ. Archie's taken it off you and had a bit of a tinker round, and he's found after a bit of trial and error that if he pulls back the lever that's sort of sat directly above the guard on the blade, essentially, and that clicks into place, and then he pulls the trigger on the handle, so he's holding the handle properly, and he gives the little plastic T-shaped thing with a rope on it a good old pull. It sort of it goes so kind of noise as he squeezes the.
I'm glad you did that, Trig, because I didn't know what a chainsaw sounded like before that, and I didn't need ears anyway.
You know what? Klaus is terrified on the sofa.
It
I'm
is-
the
Enjoying
only
yourself
one
there, Trig?
terrified.
it is somewhat loud. You have noticed
really?
when it's going. So yeah. Whilst you recognise that it is going to draw some certain amount of attention to you, whilst using it, you do notice that the that little chain spins around that blade pretty freaking fast, and if you want to give it a go, if you will, on the cart, you find yourself cleaving chunks straight out of the cart, as if you were slashing your sword through a big hunk of butter.
I think at this point I would say, whoa, careful. You could take someone's head off with that. Wait a second.
That's kind of the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just enjoying the
Exactly.
fact that Atcha just fumbled with it, and then Archie just tore it out of her hands and mansplained it to her. It is literally what just happened.
I'm aware.
There are some things Di appreciates getting mansplained to her, though. Technology, for example.
So, Di, when you see me just like casually cut a cart in half,
Well, I assume I've been watching this the whole time, right?
yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna want to have a go with it.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to Di and let her have some fun.
Do you
How
want
generous.
to do this infinite ammo on this Mac 10? That would be amazing.
What if I gave infinite ammo to the chainsaw?
It's
Is
not
it used
ammunition
ammo?
based.
Is it not?
No,
Why would it be?
Fuel?
different. Not ammunition.
Okay. I think
Also, it's
I can
got
check-
enough fuel for a couple of hours running. It will probably do you.
have I worked
For a while?
out that how the fuel works to know to turn it off when we're not using it.
With 23, I think you're Archie's not retarded.
I mean, I think you turn it off because it's loud.
Yeah.
That too. But I mean, if he's just basically been given like inspiration to the internal combustion engine here.
I mean that is a petrol driven internal combustion engine you've got right there, which is a little bit ahead of its time, and as Jock said, he would get into trouble if
I
Anyone
don't know.
found
I
out?
don't know. No one told me it was here. I just stumbled onto it.
Exactly, you know.
Yeah, spark of genius and all that.
He's done you a favour, a quite large favour. He does risk running into the wrath of a Tarask for doing you this favour. So you know, not that he couldn't handle it, I'm
As
sure.
you're still broadcasting your Discord sounds to us, by the way.
I didn't realise I ever was, but thank you for telling me.
I pinged you about it earlier.
I never received the ping.
If you had the thing open, it might not have made the noise.
Hmm. Do you want to try and work out how these little guns and bigger guns work? Or, because there's some certain amount of loading,
Yes.
etc.
Sure. But
I wonder
first,
if any of us are strong enough to pick up the main gun.
Dai actually is. You need a clear 26 pounds of backpack holding capability to pick it up and put it on your back.
My strength
And
is 19.
your strength is 19, shouldn't have a problem. I would suggest a strength of 16 or higher to hope to wield it in
So
any
do
way,
you want
shape,
a
or form.
strength save?
No, I don't think I need one from you. What stands is what I said, is that if you use this standing up from the hip fired, you will have a minus 20 to hit.
Well,
We'll fire
I
in a
don't
cone.
mind carrying it anyway for anyone else that
Yeah.
might want to use it.
If
as well.
you position it lying down and set up a field of fire with it, you will just exert force over an arc of fire with it. It
hey,
is
Di, I thought
very
you
simple
wanted me
to
to
use.
combine this with your shield.
We could still do that. But it doesn't mean that I have to be the only one that can use it.
It does also say that if
Especially
you
if
want
it's
to
just
reload
placed on
it,
the floor. Oh, go on.
notice if you want to reload it, it will take some time to reload it by yourself.
Yeah.
If you've got someone there to help you, it takes one turn to reload.
Well, all I'm gonna say is we have an ability to like annoy angels and get them to a position,
Mm-hmm.
and now we have a weapon where we can position in any way we want for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Are
You don't know
suggesting
if
we
this
machine
will
gun
affect them,
angels?
Di.
It might not affect them, but I mean, we do have the things we can carve on some of the bullets as well. We just have to mix like even one in with a
Yeah,
bunch
how
of
many
them.
bullets does this fire per second?
Well, that's the thing.
25
You
per
could mix
burst.
in. You could literally mix in one and hope it hits.
Can I just say, Di, that Kiki was convinced that would work on a roll of 3,
A natural
Yeah,
1.
a natural 1.
But we don't. But the characters don't know it was a nat
You're
one.
right. You don't know that.
Yes, but the others probably went, huh, that looks stupid. Look at that face she's
All
making while thinking it.
he will do is point out that unless you're planning to do this on all the bullets, the chance of it having any impact is negligible.
I'm just saying, like we have this. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, we have a building to demolish, don't we?
You do.
We could just shoot at it like with this gun too.
Is the building made of stone, Trig?
The building is indeed made of stone.
I don't think that's going to have any significant impact.
How many belts of ammunition did I say you got?
I think you said 2.
Yes, that's 200 rounds.
Ah.
That you would get through 200 rounds from that thing very quickly, and then you have a large, heavy piece of metal.
As I said, I can
Becomes
use
a throwing
my
weapon.
infinite
It
ammo
becomes a throwing weapon,
glitch
indeed.
on the MG.
Yep.
I think that's the most valuable one to do it on.
Do you have a free slot to use that with?
Yes, if you remember, I sent you the after level up. I got 2 extras, so I reorganized them.
I thought we'd used all of those.
It's in a DM I sent to you last week.
Let me.
I thought Trig was the DM.
Which
Thanks,
It's
Di.
I
in
sent
the
a DM
yes.
to the DM.
I thought we'd used all of those. Let's have a look. God, there's a.
Yeah, so here we go. So currently I've got enhanced defense, the pulsive shield, repeating shot, sparky, and meaties as my 5.
Yes.
Well, I haven't applied repeating shot to any weapon at the moment.
You've got 6 though, haven't you? Because 3 of them are free on your
No,
army.
I've got 5 because 3 of them are free.
So you've got 1 free, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm actively using 4 at the moment, and the last one I'm going to use repeating shot, but I haven't applied it to a weapon yet.
Okay.
It was either that or create a Lantern of True Seeing, which kind of is redundant for me.
Yes, big time.
In my defense, I didn't know you'd give us free True Seeing when I'd picked that skill.
I know. I don't tell you everything.
Yes.
Ooh, fancy.
As you're level 9, you've got 3 infused items and 3 on your army. You've got 6 max.
Yeah, but I can only apply the ones that I know, and I can't. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I can
you
have
double
more than
up
one
the ones that
medes,
you know
can't I?
though.
Mm.
You can make 2 of something you know though.
Okay. So I could give Dai infinite ammo and have 2 medes.
Or you could give Dai and me infinite.
Or I could give Dai infinite ammo and have 2 Sparkies.
Did you make my spear have infinite ammo?
I don't know. Actually, do spears count as ammunition?
No,
'Cause
spears.
Well, it
Sparkies
already
they do.
returns. It already returns because it's cursed. So
Yeah, it literally bounces back to his hand anyway. So, right. Do you need a long rest or a short rest to apply these things?
I know I need to have a long rest to change it. I don't know if I need a long rest to apply it. Let me look it up.
is applying it changing it? Ooh. I mean, are we getting into a fight right now, Trig?
I don't know. Are you going up to investigate this temple right now?
I mean, I'd quite like to play the. Do we have any explosives?
No. You currently don't have any explosives, as far as I know.
That's been the problem. I can't believe we don't have explosives.
Okay, I'm not casting it. I'm just putting it in the chat. As a remindery thingy.
Right,
Uh-huh.
right. Yeah.
Ed's got shatter as well.
He does.
I do.
Shatter is a badass spell.
We will
Dai.
summon demons.
Dai also has a ring of the ram, which, if you remember rightly, can destroy items as a full charge thing.
So could I let's destroy this building and then it'll destroy.
No, you can be. Let's destroy this rock that's part of the building.
Oh, so delete wall.
Delete chunk out of wall. Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like I can only do it at the end of a long rest.
Okay. So, next long rest, you can have unlimited ammunition on that machine gun. That's okay. You've got enough ammunition for a quick stand-up fight anyway.
Mm-hmm. Am I able to take one of the bullets off the belt, like the last one, say?
Sure.
So I would like to pocket one of them so I can study it later, so that I can learn how to make them.
Yep. The bullets, making the bullets live, as in a non-auto-loading kind of Tinker Tool thing. If you're actually just making the bullets, they will require quite a lot of components if you're not making magical, weird infusion thing.
Wait, Ez, are you really not going to give me ammo?
Well, I won't be able to until I've had a long rest, Kiki. But since you've asked, since you've nagged so many times, I suppose I can't say no.
But
Since
the
you've
Mac
asked
thingy,
so repeatedly.
doesn't that Mac thingy last a really long time anyway, though? Because I mean, that's like 10 rounds of burst firing and 10 turns of burst. That's a minute worth of burst fire. You
No.
don't need infinite ammo on that.
No, not necessarily. Because Kiki, how many times do you get to fire a weapon as a monk?
Oh, okay.
Many.
Yeah, it will literally last me 2 rounds without infinite ammo.
Well, you'll just have to be a bit conservative with it
Two
until
and
you
a
have
half.
ammo.
Well, no, she's got 6 magazines.
Yep.
And that is I mean that is a bonus action, so no flurry of blows with it. But yeah, it's a Mac 10. They are fucking mental weapons. If you do want to apply a telescopic sight to it, I will insist that it go onto a silencer that sits on the front, because that is how.
Trig, no.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's from a movie, and I can't remember which one it is right now.
Would that work?
No, it's absolutely retarded. Here you go.
Which movie is that, Trig?
This is the image I'm talking about. I'm just gonna throw this in events one.
Events one.
Here you go. This is the gun that we're talking about.
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought it was.
and
but
that
then-
is from it. That is from Escape from New York, and it is absolute
Oh,
cancer.
that movie.
Yeah.
You showed us that a while back, didn't you?
It is a wonderful movie. I will have you know.
That's stupid.
That was like a couple of years ago, actually.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But
then
yes,
it
having
it's
the
already
suppressor
like
on the
that.
scope is canon with Mac 10s.
I mean, I suppose it would make it even more accurate because you can use your iron sights to line up the scope.
Well, the thing is, I mean, there is nowhere
That
to
was a
put
painful sentence.
there is nowhere to put a scope on a Mac 10. The bullets spew out, the cases spew
There's
out.
one right in front of me.
Why would you want to use a scope on a Mac 10?
You wouldn't.
You want to aim where you're shooting.
Die.
A scope!
Oh my god.
You know what a Mac 10 is, Die? That is retarded.
A Mac 10 just basically picks up a handful of bullets and throws them in the rough direction of your enemy, and just kills everything in front of you. They are. It's
But Trig, you got to make sure the first bullet is pinpoint accurate. Who cares about the rest?
Oh, I can tell you some stories about the Mac 10. There
Wasn't
was
the Mac 10 the one that the Russians put in a suitcase to be a concealed
no,
weapon?
it wasn't the Russians. This is an American gun. Yeah, and they did put it in a suitcase to be a concealable weapon, and they put the trigger as a little lever that sticks out the bottom of the suitcase. And when they were testing it, they put it down as a test fire. It fired, fell over, and the rate of fire was so high that the briefcase spun round in a circle. But because the rate of fire was so fast, it had actually spent all of its
no.
ammunition in the first 90 degrees of the spin, because it very nearly killed, if it had gone all the way round, it would have killed all of the people that were designing it.
What a great weapon, if that was the case.
But the rate of fire is so high on it that it just went and
Yeah,
just
and
sat
then
there
it
spinning
saved
on
their
the
lives.
it sat there spinning on the table. And
Wow, they don't know how lucky they got.
they know exactly how lucky they got. Yeah, I'll show you the picture, in fact, of the.
They bet they were chuffed they went with such a high rate of fire gun for their concealed weapon.
This is the janky piece of shit that is the briefcase Mac 10. And you can't see it, but that metal lever that runs down from the trigger, down underneath the magazine, that protrudes out of the bottom of the briefcase. So when the briefcase is locked closed, ready to fire, there is literally a chunk of metal hanging out the bottom that, if knocked, will automatically start it firing.
Oh my god.
It is remarkably unsafe.
You'd think they'd
Yeah.
at least put some sort of extra safety switch near the handle as well.
Well, the thing is,
I don't think they were going for safety, something tells me.
Yeah, but you don't want it to misfire, do you? You set it down on the floor, it starts firing.
I
But
don't
the-
think they even were thinking in that regard, man.
Hector and Koch did a briefcase MP5, which was designed around the same kind of theory. as the Mac 10. And it really is. It's you versus the one she tells you not to worry about. The MP5 briefcase has a trigger in the handle. It's got safeties on it. It's a really nicely designed piece of kit. The Mac 10 is a dirty, will fire all of its ammunition in the general direction of where you're pointing it. What I will say is, the Mac 10 is actually, in some respects, the better weapon. Because the Mac 10 actually has somewhere for the cases to fly out into, whereas the MP5 kind of jams itself up with spent cases. And the MP5 doesn't have a silencer on it, and the Mac 10 does.
Hang on, where does it eject the shell? Like, if the suitcase shut, where do the casings go?
The casings on the Mac 10, you see on the right hand side, there's like a little metal
Yeah.
thing that deflects the casings down and into the bottom of the briefcase. The MP5, on the other hand, is held in place, and the bullets kind of jam into the side of the briefcase. It's designed to fire a few rounds and then be opened, and the gun retrieved from it. It's more of a concealed carry that can be used as a surprise, whereas the Mac 10 weapon is generally
I
a
imagine Mafia strolling in, fucking does a few bullets, takes it out of the thing, keeps shooting.
yeah. The Mac 10's more of a get wrecked, you're all dead. Dumps briefcase and runs off.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. Exactly. Yeah. The barrel is hidden behind a business card that slots in front of it on the Mac 10. So there is no way of telling, apart from the fact that there's a briefcase with a big metal stick sticking out the bottom of it, that it is what it is. It's a janky piece of shit, but, works.
Right. So,
Anyway.
shall we destroy a temple?
Gun nerding over. Yes, go destroy a temple.
How?
I mean, we could, there's a few options here, guys.
Okay.
We could destroy the temple, or attempt to.
Right.
We could also walk straight in the door, see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Di, you want to go walk in the door with your new sword and new gun?
Not really, to be honest.
I think destroying a temple by calling lightning onto it is, oh my goodness, right? You know how
the wrath
we
of
had
God.
yeah, you know how we had the ability to make those things where they would take the demon summoning and disperse it, but it destroys the item.
Mm-hmm.
What if we marked the church with those symbols, right? And then cast Call Lightning on it, so that not only did it destroy the church with lightning, but the church disintegrated from the magical power it was absorbing.
Because you have to be equipping it for that to work. Can you equip a church?
Do you? I thought you just had to have it nearby.
I mean, are you making your way towards the chapel, church, whatever it is that's on the top of this hill?
Do we have a map for it, Trig?
We do.
I'm gonna make my way there stealthily, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, let's scope it out stealthily, but from a safe distance. I could send Medes in to scout. How about that? Roll his
Roll
stealth.
2, damn.
A second. Ooh.
Wow, I rolled a 2 as well.
Okay. Let me
Anyone else want to roll a 2?
Let me put Medes, and you know what? It's fairly simple. You get closer to it, and you notice that there is a wall surrounding the little temple.
Oh, let me roll stealth.
There is a gate on the thing, and you make your way up, and you all make your way up along the side of the temple. As you've said, you want to be stealthy. You've made your way up there without anyone being seen, and Sandy is guarding the cart and is actually having some difficulty because the cart is on the road, and off the road is kind of rough, and before you can do anything,
Finally, some blood. We've been needing blood.
And before Sandy can do anything, there is a shouting noise. And then this happens.
Anyone know the spell Hold Portal by chance?
Hold on a second. I need to do a quick dexterity roll for Sandy.
Are we all in range of this?
No, this is only going to hit Sandy at this particular point. Unfortunately, only one projectile has been fired out from this. You guys can't really see what's happened yet. What you will see is that where the fuck is it? Where's Sandy? God damn, where's vampires? There we are. Fails. She takes the full 145 and is instantly killed
Oh no!
God.
as what appears to be a human corpse wails across from the temple. Ah! Hits Sandy full in the face, and the
But would a
corpse.
really scream?
Well, it's a corpse now.
We'll have to get a clip of that later, though.
When it hits,
That was a great scream, honestly.
when it hits her, it is just pulverized into blood and goo, and all that is left of Sandy is two very nice shoes on the
At
ground.
least she didn't suffer.
No.
she didn't suffer.
Is the pulverized Sandy still there on the floor?
I mean, you're talking
Try
about.
Revivify.
That would work.
It is basically a big red smear of there's
Sandy
four.
is a vampire. Like,
There's
give
4
us some
arms,
blood.
4 bits of legs, and a mashed up torso. You can find there's definitely a bit of blonde
Probably
hair
wouldn't work
But she
then.
is
attached
a
to
vampire,
a skull.
though.
I mean, yes, but what happens if you
For
cut the
some
head
blood.
off a vampire?
If he didn't-
Not
You
all
didn't
of
use a
us.
stake.
Yeah, you didn't use a stake.
Sandy is
Listen,
fairly
you
well
know what they
pulverized.
want. Bro, they fucking put Dracula
no,
to
well, I don't-
ash and he came back. What do you
Dracula is different. Sandy's not quite that tier of vampire.
We don't know if these corpses do wood damage or not.
Maybe the corpse
Well,
had
I was
wood. I
wondering.
don't know.
Oh. Well, if it was a recently deceased man, it probably did.
Right,
'Cause
there
that's-
you go.
Like, if it was by hanging, at least, because I know that's a weird phenomenon.
Guys, maybe we should leave.
And the party gave up, never to continue their adventure.
I mean, Medes could probably scout by going up high.
Yeah, no, Medes can definitely
Well,
scout
more
back.
importantly, does this mean that our cart is now covered in vampire and corpse?
Yes. Yes, the horses
Cleaning
are
bill for
the
that.
horses are proper freaked out, I will say.
Yeah, that scream was haunting you, did.
You're lucky it only fired one. That thing that can fire a whole burst of corpses at you. If you read the
First fire
text,
corpses.
if you read the text. I was very proud of that bit of creative writing I did this afternoon. I even worked it out. The
I mean, we
energy
could
and
set
everything.
up the gun and just start firing on Hillary.
You
I mean,
you
that
hear
doesn't sound like a
Really
terrible
wanna
idea.
you hear a cackle of laughter from
Wait, it's Kamala?
maybe from the church chapel, whatever, as they find what they just saw highly amusing.
Was that a spell trick?
Sort of.
As in a spell that could run out of uses?
Ish.
Shall I
ca-
roll Arcana?
By all means, I'm not going to give you too much away on this one. What you do know is you suspect from glimpsing around the corner. In fact, where are you? Glimpse. Give me an investigation before you do that, or a perception check as well. Okay. You see a blue shimmer behind it, and that arcana. You do think that is indeed a portal. You have no way of knowing how that portal was created, and how long it will be there for.
Can
Alright,
we
so-
also roll investigation?
Can we like go in from behind?
Sure. You learn nothing new, Di.
Okay.
You do notice that there are two white-clothed looking individuals that appear to be wearing fairly heavy armor there. One of them is literally holding onto his sides and laughing and pointing to the smear of blood and gore that has just happened in front of him, and sort of going, Jeff, did you see that, man? That was hilarious. Hey, Hill Dog, do it again. That was brilliant. Next one comes up.
Is it all over like this area now?
Is what all over what area?
This door.
Sandy,
This is
I imagine.
this is just gore from Sandy down below and onwards. Yeah. There's just splatter. You've got gore all over you. So has Maximus. I'm afraid you've been well and truly splattered.
It's okay. I'm gonna. Can I determine from taste whether or not this is
Ew.
used virgin blood?
Oh my god.
I will guarantee you that there is not virgin in that blood. Even
What do you
if the
think they did before killing him?
even if the body was a virgin, the mixture of Sandy's blood in there definitely de-virgined that blood pretty immediately.
Damn it! Why did Sandy have to get involved?
It is goo, gore, and viscera as well. It's not just pure blood. It is exploded human and vampire in a nice mix.
Yeah, but you can put it in like a press.
Yeah, so remind me, why did we come here again?
Blow the place up, right?
Probably because Di insisted.
All right, well, Di, any suggestions?
I said we could just straight up start blasting.
Go
Cool.
ahead. Archie's going to keep his head down for the moment.
What, so you want me to use the?
I mean,
the
I'm sold
machine
on this
gun
plan.
and just start blasting.
Okay,
These
if
are,
you're going to start combat immediately, what we're going to do is roll for initiative. Essentially, I think is
I
the
was going to say these are like support pillars, right?
Don't
these.
forget to click your token first once he has the thing up.
Yep, these
Will
are
we
support.
be able to get off
this-
a sharpshooter before combat starts?
The moment you expose yourself around the corner, it is going. No, I want you to roll. They've already had the initial attack. Caught Sandy by
Alright.
surprise.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
those little ones.
Let me. No, I wish you. Do you click on your character token beforehand?
I did.
Yeah, same.
And did you listen to what Coatrack said?
They didn't, obviously.
Apparently not. Wait till I've got the turn order up before you're doing that.
I'm
There
on
we
that
go.
line.
There we go.
Fine.
Okay, great. It's populated. Cool.
Yay.
What has happened here?
Uzalu, I'm expecting good things from you with that scope. You know, fire an arrow around the corner, bounce it off the bell, kill her in the back of the head in one shot.
Can I curve my bullets like in one set?
No.
Monica Lewinsky sends her regards.
Kiki, this is D&D, not Equilibrium.
Right. Okay.
Why do you want to throw a tablet?
Mhm.
What? Don't do that yet.
Do you want us to throw the phone at her?
No.
No.
That is literally the definition of shooting your load way too early. I'm just saying. You get to use that thing once, right?
Yeah, that's our MacGuffin to kill the final boss.
Yeah. That's yeah. Literally just sort of you know. Right. So we've got Hillary.
To be fair, we don't know that this is Hillary. She doesn't have a name tag. Unlike last time when that person clearly was. You could tell from the name tag.
That's because I've been an absolute idiot and set these guys up. Oops. As part of the scenery, not as actual things. So let me just bring them.
Oh, they're gone.
No,
Guess
they're
we
not.
won.
Right. There we go. There's Hillary.
We win. Can we have some reward willpower?
There's your grey robes there. And there is your white hammers. There. And there. Now they can have turns. Hooray! White hammer initiative. Get their initiative. Right. Atia, you do get to go before the grey robes do.
So we have that massive gun, yeah? That's set up.
You have the massive gun. It is not yet set up.
Oh, it's set up.
So can I just like place it here and aim it towards them?
You can? Yes?
Would she be able to place it where she is and still shoot over the wall?
Maybe, yeah.
Potentially.
If you just place it where it is, can you make a hole in the wall with the bullets and then shoot through them?
You know what? I will
I think-
allow her to put it to just literally heft it up and use the wall as a as a
I can
shield.
grow big if needed.
Sure, you could grow big if needed. You are right next to
Phrasing.
Sparky and Archie. You would have difficulty in spacing in a bit there.
Would
You
that
might-
also make the gun big too?
It,
If you're holding it,
if you're holding it,
like 1d4.
yeah, but it doesn't do a huge amount to it in terms of
Okay.
damage.
Although 1d4 times 25 is actually quite significant.
I mean, you'll be firing bullets the size of something that comes out of a warthog at that point. You Burt cannon style.
That's why, like, because technically I can do that.
You
if I'm
the thing is,
holding
you
it
get
out.
it's an area of effect weapon, and you get what is it 1d4 damage extra on top of the extra damage. It's not per bullet.
Narrative should overrule
I
rule set where it's limited.
I agree, largely, but I mean we'll see. I will allow you to heft it up onto the wall and use the wall as a bipod to fire it from a simulated prone position.
There's no doubt that her being big with a gun is very overpowered.
Yes.
But that's what the rule set says she can do. So
Yes,
it makes sense that it would be more powerful as a result.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it is a bit more powerful as a result.
So I'll set the gun up and giganticize, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure if I can just can I shoot at them immediately?
Is Giant's Might an action?
It's a
It's a
bonus
bonus.
action.
It's a bonus action. Okay, I will allow you to fire a burst round after giganticizing. If it was an action, you wouldn't. But as it's a bonus,
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I don't know how to shoot this thing. What do I?
I probably should have set it up as a spell or something. Hold on a sec. Because
It says damage 8d10 piercing plus strength.
yes, in a cone.
Okay.
You have advantage on that strength check.
Die doesn't.
What?
There's no. It's not a strength check.
Oh, ignore that.
I did. Where do you want the cone to fire, Die?
Well, I was hoping it would be something that we could shoot on. Sorry, let me. Like just in the general direction.
You want to strafe the front of that area here, there.
I'm just trying to.
You,
shoot at any target
these guys are behind walls.
Okay.
Right, you can get a cone.
Either way, I'm going to be blasting in this general direction because it'll serve as a good distraction for everyone else to get shit done if need be.
Okay, your cone is there.
Okay.
Right, that will cover both White Hammers and Hillary within that cone.
Yeah.
So both White Hammers and Hillary have to roll a dexterity saving throw. Of set that up. Let's set the dexterity saving throw and not put an amount on it. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did the same for the Mac 10.
Yeah. Give it 16. Same for both. There we go. Right. The Hillary is going to roll her dexterity saving throw. She makes it. Fucking hell. And I've rolled it to GM. Sorry about that.
I see the dexterity save.
You do see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Sorry. And the White Hammers have to roll their dexterity saving throws. Neither of them make it. So, Hillary is only going to take half.
I don't know if I need to roll for damage on the gun.
No, I'm just going to do that now.
Alright.
What is your strength bonus?
I have advantage on strength saves.
What's your strength?
At 20.
20, so plus 5.
Okay.
Okay. The White Hammers take 40 damage each, and Hillary takes 20. The White Hammers stop laughing. This is now not funny anymore.
Yeah. I'm glad. Fuck him.
Still kind of funny.
It's still kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, she I was only 5
it's
days
just
from retirement.
Funny for different people.
Yeah.
So close to retirement. Dude, I wonder how Shane would react hearing about this.
Who?
Shane?
Are you
Can't
still
remember what
thinking
happened
about
to him.
Shane?
What the
I
fuck?
can't remember what happened with him.
Shane McCall, the
That was Seamus. Seamus McCool.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Shane was the twinky young vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane was the young vampire, you're right. Who you see the blue sphere appear in front of Hillary.
So is there going to be continuous fire from this thing? Or nah?
Sort of.
Okay. Because that
Um
was my plan. Like, why I did this was not only just shooting them, was to hope that like anything coming out, I'd hopefully get a few shots in before it gets too close to us.
I will explain what's happening here
Okay.
if anyone can see. You can see the red pool behind them, yeah?
Yeah, I can.
Right, okay. Well, essentially that is a fountain of blood and gore and bits of people.
Ah.
Wonderful.
Ugh.
It
Okay.
is essentially a portal with a larger portal beneath it. The portal in the middle is spewing gore and people up into the air, and then they're landing in the pool and sinking into the portal beneath it. It is a graphical representation of how many corpses and chunks they have in their portal gun that they are using.
Hordes of the undead.
It's
kind of
essentially a
thing.
big magazine of gore.
Right.
Yeah. And it's going to fire at you, Die.
Figured.
Does she
Because
count as in cover because she's behind the wall?
she is in partial cover. The thing is, she's giant.
I can crouch.
That not. Wee. Show me the fucking. I don't know why it's only working in this view, but it is. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Right. Okay. Die. 4
Hold
corpses come flying towards you at incredible speed. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. I'm going to give you advantage because you're hiding behind a wall and you can throw yourself backwards into cover that way.
Okay, so what was it? Dexterity save?
Dexterity saving throw. Okay,
Oh, don't die.
Oh.
you take half damage from the corpse that hits you. That is 60 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god. So, could I?
Do you have any damage reduction?
No. So, could I use my what was it? My action surge, and then imbue my hill rune on myself.
I think you can only action surge. one turn.
That's during your
I'm
turn.
pretty sure.
This is not your turn.
Well, then I can.
You do, however, have your heavy armor master, so that's -3 to that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is -3. Yeah.
Ooh, yay.
I mean, I also have the armor buff, but I don't know if that gets rolled yet.
Armor buff?
Yeah, because when I'm giganticize, that's when the armor activates.
Yep. What is that buff?
The fear buff on me. Hold on.
Yeah, that's within 30 feet, isn't it?
Okay. Let me double check. I saved it in my bio thing. Just let me find it somewhere.
Hold on.
But if it's in that sphere, then it's probably not gonna work.
You have taken, let's call it 57 damage.
So like armor magically emits scintillating multicolored light. Each creature within 15 feet of me, light must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened for 1 minute.
You're going to be a lot closer from that.
Alright. That's fine.
You've been hit for 57 damage die, and pretty much knocks on your face in the process. You are covered in bits of gore as you hear.
I took one from the team.
And
so minus. Sorry, what was that? Minus 50.
57.
Was it?
57. You'll also notice that big chunks of the wall around you have been pulverized, where 3 other corpses landed near to you and hit the wall instead.
That wasn't fun.
This is what they've been doing with all the refugees. They've been literally sort of throwing them through portals and using them as projectile
The
weapons.
fucking the screams you're doing, I can't.
So I'm going to knock you prone as well, which means you can get up next turn. I'm also going to sort of put you down there, so you're behind the wall.
Listen, it was never gonna end well for me.
You've been holding a giant mirror.
No, this is the sacrifices you have to make as the tank sometimes, you know?
See, I've got some bits of people here somewhere.
I tried to have continuous fire guys for you so you could move about, but you know, it is what it is.
That's, you know what, you can have a leg there and a bit of nugget torso there. Some legs have landed right next to Jones on the other side of the wall, thumping and knocking some bricks over his head, and
I'm sure he heard it as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is now a lot of gore on. Everybody heard it. Everyone's fairly well aware, and
This is like them, isn't it? The siege tactics where they throw in rotting cows, but it's just people.
It is people, and they are traveling at about 200 meters per second. They're well over, well and truly over terminal velocity.
Dude, we should have got explosives and set shit up, man. Who knew my first idea was the the best one?
Never second guess yourself. It always
I
goes
know.
wrong.
See, I second guess my own heritage. This is where I went wrong.
Power bomb them.
Never underestimate the explosives.
You hear some chanting and so on going off from inside. After that,
Kill Hillary.
it did seem like that someone was having a good time with that. Right. Uzalu, Maximus Broadside is his turn.
Goodness me.
You
Okay,
have-
well, I guess I'll shoot.
You have witnessed horrors beyond imagination. Yep, okay. You gonna shoot? Who are you gonna shoot? What are you gonna do?
Well, given who we've been shooting at so far, I think I'll keep up the side, and I guess I'll hunter's mark the nearest. I'm working in for Hillary. I mean, she's further away, but I already know she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I guess I'll hunter's mark Hillary. Is she human? So is that Slayer's Prey? Do I have Slayer's Prey human?
I mean, yes. We'll say Hillary's human for the time being. Sure.
And I think the scope gives me sharpshooter automatically, doesn't it?
As long as you're not moving around
Yes,
during
yeah.
your thing, as long as you're standing still, so you're basically
Which I haven't.
standing up, taking aim, firing, I'll allow you to duck back down afterwards.
Does the sharpshooter that comes up on my attack factor that in now? Has Kiki modified that?
It doesn't, but we can always add 5 to the
Yes,
attack
just
roll.
remember to add 5 to it.
We will have to remember, yeah. Okay. And wait, hold on. Oh, favored foe is not the same as Slayer's Prey, is it?
No, they are
But
two
you do
different
have
ones.
favored foe humanoid.
I do. All right. Well, I'll run it again then, because I ticked the thing that isn't true. So hunter's mark, yes. Slayer's Prey, no. Sharpshooter, yes. Favored foe, yes. There you go. So that's a 20 and a 30
And then plus 5.
instead of 15. Yeah, and then plus the 2.
So 20 plus 2 hits.
Then that's 34 damage.
Doing 34 damage.
And that was on Hillary.
She oh, hold on a second. Not quite.
Take it she's not happy with that. Not best pleased with that.
She actually has a resistance, as we know, / stuff to poison.
Okay.
She is cyanide.
Yes, she is toughened to poison. But nonetheless, she's taken some damage. You're rolling an extra attack.
I think I can extra attack every turn.
You can. Give it a go.
Sec. Okay, so yeah, okay, so she already has Hunter's Mark on her.
Yep.
Slayer's Prey, no. Sharpshooter, yes. And Favored Foe, yes. Ooh.
And plus 5.
Yep. I'm not sure it's doing a subtract 5 from that, actually. It should be.
If you hover over it, it will give you a breakdown.
Yeah, but I don't see a -5 in there.
In that case, it isn't. I might have just put it on the damage roll.
It actually doesn't matter. Hillary does not have very high armor. The first one would have hit her at 17.
Okay.
So you're okay there. Either
Looks
way,
like you did, Kiki, yeah. I can see the bonus on the damage, but not the minus on. But that's fine. That's what it should be now.
that's what it should be anyway. Yes, you've clobbered
As long
her.
as I don't move.
Look at her health bar. Look at that evil, sulfur-smelling, fly-attracting, evil creature of the Illuminati and her health bar. Archie, I'm assuming that's the end of your turn. It's Archie's turn, and he can do.
I think so, yeah.
And he can do the right amount of damage. You might be able to rid the world of that particular creature of the night.
Please, we'll actually.
All right, let's see what I can
This
do.
will save our souls. Literally, she's that evil. From everything we've done, we'll just be forgiven from this one.
Okay, I'm going to hit her with the strongest attack I can. That work? There we go.
Do you even have a soul to save them?
Ooh, okay. Well, let's see if
That's
she
a
can.
straight line from me to her, so it might hit one of the white hammers as well.
Let's see if her dexterity is up to saving her from that. She's got to beat DC 17, yes?
DC, 17.
Yeah, she doesn't. Takes the full 29, which kills her.
Hey, I did something.
You vaguely hear a oh, what a world, what a world, and she sort of keels over.
Jesus Christ.
And that was like perfectly at the edge of the range of that spell as well.
Damn, she's dead.
Yeah, and if the period of the next turn, she will liquefy and turn into a puddle on the ground. Because that's what happens to evil witches in fairy tales.
Guy, do you have any healing potions on you?
I have a range of medicines on me.
Can I, for my bonus action, like grab one of the potions on her belt and just force it down her throat?
I'll allow it.
Do you want me to do a potion roll?
Yes, do a potion roll.
I mean, is that the only potion Di has, or do we need to roll to see which one I grab?
Okay, die. Take 16 permanent hit points and 16 temp. So add 16 to your 21. And I'm also going to add 16 temporary hit points to your green bar here. Those are temporary hit points, and they will be knocked off beforehand, but they will only last for a short period of time. You will need to do a Constitution save. What did we say was the Constitution save on the Neelanol?
It says 14.
Was it 14?
That's what I've written. That's probably what you said.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw. Beat 14.
Okay, hold on.
And you're all good.
Give me 2 seconds. Alright.
Okay, you have failed your Constitution save, which means tomorrow you will need to take some more Neelanol. Otherwise, you will start feeling shortness of breath, not being able to breathe, essentially, and you will need to take some more until that feeling goes away.
Great.
Hey.
You will be able to go cold turkey. It will take you, what did we say, 5 days in total to get back to normal. It will take hits on your Constitution for each day you go cold turkey.
Did I roll bad on the damage to get back for that or no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just absorbed it like candy and was like, tasty. No healing involved, just yummy.
Yeah.
Yummy drugs. You do, however, feel quite euphoric and feel like you can take on the world, even though you are covered in splattered goo and gore.
So do I have advantage to...
You don't have advantage. You do have bravado and bullshit, and if there were any police cars, you might be prone to attacking them for no particular reason. And generally giving them shit for no reason. Your normally pale skin has gotten a little darker for some reason. No, I'm joking.
Oh no! I need to stop immediately.
No.
I think you've gone too far. You need to quit.
I've gone too far.
I went too far. You literally forced this upon me.
I'm just trying to heal you before the next one happened and insta splattered you.
I was hoping Colt would heal me.
I haven't had a turn.
From the angel.
Like, I literally haven't had a turn.
Yeah, it would have been great to just ask Colt before.
I'm just trying to help, Guy.
Okay.
It's alright, Di. You've got this foot combat, and if you make it through this, you can have days at sea, enjoying the weather, going cold turkey like crazy.
Yeah.
and get over the whole
Become an
thing.
alcoholic for a time.
Yeah, you'll pull through. You're just a dirty druggie at the moment.
I mean, that's the best way to get rid of like an addiction. You replace it with another one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is the White Hammer's turn. Buns.
Not quite.
Is it not quite? I thought you'd
Yeah, I
taken
want
your
to move
action and your bonus
Medes
action.
and
Sorry, what?
yeah, Medes and Sparky.
Oh, you're quite right.
I'd like to move. I know there isn't a line of squares behind us, but I assume there is ground behind us.
There is ground behind you, yes.
So I'd like to move Sparky and Medes to be behind Archie.
Okay.
I don't know. Can I just drag them there? Will that work?
I'll tell you what. No, don't drag them there because you'll never get them back. Drag them over
Okay.
into this corner over here, and we'll just say that they're there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now it's the White Hammer.
Now it is the White Hammer's turn. Ah, White Hammers. What can these guys? They generally point at the general direction of the gate and wall, not being able to see anyone. And right. Okay, the first one is going to be a Constitution saving throw of DC 17 for Cecilia, Alex Jones, and you, Archie. As that thunder wave hits pretty much directly the other side of the wall from Alex, and
Oh damn!
okay.
Can I add 5 to my roll?
I don't know. Can you add 5 to your roll?
Flash of Genius.
Does that work on Constitution saves?
It works on saves, yeah.
Works on saves. Okay, then yes. And Alex is where's Alex? And also Coat and Maximus, you will also need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Alex passes it as well.
Did you say Constitution save?
I did, yes, please.
Well, that went well.
Half damage on a save, yeah.
It is half damage on a save, yes. So,
Sorry.
I think Coat's the only one that failed it.
yep. So Archie, Alex, and Cecilia take 3 damage, and Coat, you take 8. Uzalu, you take 4 damage.
Wait, 3?
Yeah, it did 6 damage on the first one.
Ah.
Cool.
I have
Round up,
subtracted
then.
it, but my health bar seems to be broken.
Yeah, I had to refresh the page to get mine fixed. We're rounding up, aren't we, for halving?
Yeah, but half of 6 is 3, whether you're rounding up or down.
Well, yeah, but half of 3 is 1.5.
In which case it's 2.
Yeah.
Why, do you have resistance to thunder?
Yeah. I think it's
Are you sure?
You know what? It could be lightning. I'll double check.
I think it's lightning.
It is lightning.
The Whitehammers have also run forwards and ducked behind. I'm going to give them half cover. It is a waist-high shrub. As they're ducking, they're more difficult to see, but you can make out where they are. It would be Hillary's go now, but instead of actually taking a go, she is slowly reducing into a puddle of goo. Lol. Go.
All right. It's just the Whitehammers, isn't it?
It is just the Whitehammers that you can see. There are some grey robe magician-y type dudes hiding in there. They're the ones that were seem to be guiding the portal gun thing.
Well. Wait. Okay, sorry. So the health bars aren't actually updating for me, but Atchia's particularly hurt, right?
Attia
Yeah.
is she's taken a lot of damage. She's taken less
Refresh the
damage
page.
now.
It fixes health bars.
Yeah, you might need to just refresh the page.
I think
Wait, anyway,
that
what?
feature just times out after a while if you refresh the page.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna have to do that because I actually need that information.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
But yeah,
actually
no,
meant to have 50 hit points?
I do.
Ah,
I do.
that's better.
I'm still pretty fucking hurt though. I literally lost quite a lot of hit points in that attack.
You were lucky not to die from that hit.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, they don't understand this because they're not the tank. You know.
If you hadn't passed that dexterity saving throw, it
I
would
know
have
I'd be dead.
it would have just killed you outright. It would have removed your head and shoulders from you.
Now I say
Yeah,
this
I
as-
understood the risk I was taking, which is why I was like, I guess we're just going balls to the wall. You know.
I say this as most commonly in games I've played the healer die. You realise the job of the tank is to mitigate damage, take as much as possible. Right?
Yeah, I took quite a bit.
Okay.
Cut out in the middle of your sentence, Kiki, so it sounded like you were saying the job is to take as much damage as possible, but you weren't saying that. Which is why Dai said, yeah, that's what I did. You were saying the job is not to take as much as possible, the job is to mitigate damage overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it. For
You
the
shouldn't
party.
be diving in front of bullets if it wasn't going to hit anyone in the first place, is the point.
Either way, like whoever steps out is gonna be the focus of the first attack, is what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
And
Hey,
so
no,
it makes
I
sense
get that.
to
I
somebody
stood
that
in-
can sponge up damage would do that.
She
This is
couldn't
the
help
D&D
it.
rules.
One of
There's
these
some,
was more.
All the AoE.
Anyway, there's some incomplete information on the headdress thingy you gave me, Trig.
Okay.
So the area it affects, how big?
It basically affects it affects the 8 squares surrounding you. It is essentially as if you were standing in the middle of a whirlwind
Wait,
of
centers on
feathers.
myself?
Yes.
Well, then that's just a suicide button. Why would I want this?
It's not a suicide button. It is.
It
Oh no!
doesn't,
Oh
it
my.
doesn't affect the square you're on.
Yeah. It is an. Oh no! I've been surrounded by people. Better fucking kill them all.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex save throw. Takes damage.
Imagine.
So
Imagine all of the feathers on your headdress are connected to a clockwork spinny thing, and when it detonates, they all basically fire out from your headdress and then spin around your body in a big whirlwind with razor sharp tips on them, do damage to anything that they hit, and then after a small period of time, they'll retract and go back into your headdress.
Okay, well, I'm gonna base on what you said as opposed to written, in which case I will activate that thing to protect us.
are you doing it while standing next to Uzalu?
I was going to say, you
Oh
are
my
standing
God.
next to Uzalu whilst you do that.
Didn't you just say it doesn't hurt us?
Oh, no, it doesn't affect you.
It won't affect where you're on.
Oh, okay. Well, the way it's written, it does affect me, so I wasn't sure
Oh,
what you were
No,
clarifying here.
To clarify, anyone that's standing next to you, it is basically imagine you were in the center of a little
You
whirlwind.
skewer your teammates, but also anyone else
Yeah.
that are happening to be there.
Okay. Well.
Last ditch thing.
It helps you
Oh,
protect your
me.
concentration spells from melee attack.
Yes.
So if I were right here, it would affect both those guys.
No, only
no.
one square away from
You said the 8 spaces around me, right?
No, yeah,
Oh,
as in
you mean like
those
mean
8
like
spaces that surround
5
you.
foot range?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this thing's shit. Okay, never mind.
Yes and no.
Aw.
If you're standing alone without anything near you, you become difficult to hit because you become a whirl of blurriness. So stuff takes a minus to actually hit you. Any arrows and so on get deflected by it. And if someone's actually trying to melee attack you, it's actually really not.
Not what?
Shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will.
It was intended to be a defensive.
Is
ability.
this behind a fountain type of thing or whatever? Where I'm pointing?
That is a small sort of fountainy kind of thing.
All right, I will go there. We're taking cover. I'll activate the feathery thing around me,
Oh, okay.
and I will just go. I already gave the healing stuff to Adia, so she can just use that. Anyway, I will.
Oh, did you?
No, remember the healing items beforehand is what I'm talking
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
about. Yeah, my. I mean, you're just hurt. I can't actually heal that much HP all that
But-
rapidly.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to say
I can
you
fix
are
things, so I'm
you
gonna...
are in half cover. You are still open and visible. through the
Well, yeah,
portal.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Even when
Oh,
he
wait, to the
activates
portal.
his headdress.
Yes.
Okay, what if I was here?
Hold on a second. Yeah, you could probably still take hits from it. Yep.
Because from the center of it. Oh! I was looking at the. Sorry, I was looking at the fountain. Never mind. I see what you're talking about now.
You know the blue oval thing?
Yeah. So what if I'm here?
If you're there, it can't hit you.
Can I see this guy?
He is hiding behind a large bush. I don't think he's visible from where you are.
Huh.
You know where he is, though, roughly.
You do. You know roughly where he went, but he isn't immediately.
Oh wait, I can. Oh, now that I think about it, now that I no longer have to worry about summoning demons when I cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm
Only-
just gonna set up a wall of fire. You see this line, right?
Yep.
Anyway, it's gonna burn. Obviously in this direction.
Okay.
To be more exact, it's like along this line. And anyway, it'll affect those two immediately.
Hold on a second. So like that.
Yeah. And it is affecting the north side of it.
You want it on them or in front of them?
Well, okay. It's in front of them. You choose a side of the wall that it affects.
Okay. Is that what size? About that size, is it, or is it longer?
Sorry, let me. Okay, it's 60 feet long. I guess to be more specific, I will put it. No, okay. Let me put this more accurately. I will put it here. Sorry. Now that I reread how that works.
Okay.
Anyway, and it'll affect 20 feet in this direction.
Okay.
Wait, not 20 feet. Anyway, it'll affect 10 feet in this direction. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever talisman you had that you were using to dissuade any incursions goes poof into smoke, and you create a wall of fire.
Yeah. Basically, everyone inside this little box I just drew is affected.
Yep. Well, let's just make that
quick note, that wall is opaque and 20 feet high.
So sort of there.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Right, groovy. When the wall appears, each creature within the area must take a dexterity saving throw, or on a failed save, take 5d8 damage. Right, Hammers. Take your
I am
dexterity
just using
saving
it as a
throw.
4th level spell, by the way. I'm not using my 5th level slot on this.
One totally fails. The other one totally fails. They take a 5d8.
Yay. Oh, I guess I roll that, don't I? All right.
Yeah, roll that. 19.
Good enough.
2.
So along with using that headdress thingy, that will be my turn.
Cecilia, it is your turn.
Right. Let's try out this new gun, shall I?
Hello? Yes? Oh god, why the fuck?
Yep.
Alright. My mouse is not liking Roll20 at the moment. Right, yes.
So there's this dude here.
Which dude? Where? That dude there? Yeah?
Can I pop my head over the wall and spray him with the Mac 10?
You can. What range is he from you?
Well, it's a 100-foot cone, isn't it?
Look at the details on it.
That's what you've written on it. 100-foot long, 10-foot wide.
Yes, it is a cone of damage on burst fire.
Let's try it out.
But the range on it is 30 to 100.
Yeah, but you said the cone was 100 foot.
Yes. Goodness. Okay. But it hits.
Does it have a to hit, or is it?
It does have a to hit, yes.
Oh, okay.
This
you
is
said the
not
cone.
the heavy machine gun. It does have a to hit on this. Which is why it's got the range of 30 to 100, which is, so anything after 30 is disadvantage. Because it's a silly little machine gun that throws bullets everywhere. Doesn't matter,
Right.
you still hit.
In that case, I'll take my other shot with the doubled up Lorenzoning, which I hadn't adjusted. Boink.
That misses. That
That
hits.
is miserable damage.
You'd have been
40%.
better off sticking with the Mac, Kiki. Just gonna say.
Yeah, maybe.
You're comparing a 17th century gun to a 21st century gun and going, oh no, this one's no, the Mac's better. But it does have a cone. It does have a It does have a to hit though.
Meanwhile, I'm doing just fine with a fucking like
bow.
13th, 12th century or whatever else.
Exactly.
weapon.
And I'm using the most ancient weapon known to man, the spear.
I'll take those shots and then I'll duck back down.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just check Whitehammer's armor.
Maybe
Okay,
change your
so
weapon.
only 2 of them hit, so you did 24, 44.
Meanwhile, Dai is using the oldest weapon known to man. Femininity.
Oh no, sorry, with disadvantage. Only one of those hits. The Mac hits. But he's in a bad way. A very bad way.
That's me. That's done.
Right, it is now. Atia, would you like to try and get back up?
Yes.
You can get
Do I
back
need
up.
to roll?
That is half your movement, is getting back up. Would you like to stand up or would you like to stay down?
I mean, I suppose I'll stand up.
Okay. You're going to be resuming your position with the machine gun then?
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay. I will allow you to stand back up and take the machine gun. May fire it.
I fire it. In the direction. Hold on. Just kind of. I don't know the cone again.
I'll give you a clue. You're going to hit one or the other, and you're not both. I don't think.
Yeah.
Let me see actually. No, it's a 30-foot cone. You're not gonna. So pick which one you want to shoot at.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just end one this kind of area, and it just anything comes out of that, there'll be gunfire towards it at least.
Okay. I'm not even going to bother rolling a dexterity saving throw for him, because bless him, he's got 16 hit points left.
I hope that laugh was worth it, you know.
That is definitely not going to get him, even if he does a dexterity saving throw and dives out the way. He's dead.
Could I use an extra attack and aim at the other dude?
You do not get an extra attack.
Okay. All right. Well,
You can certainly shift around and aim at the next guy. So
yeah, just
the next turn.
have it ready for next turn.
Sure. It is the Grey Robe's turn.
Dice rolls.
What was that, Kiki?
Am I not seeing your roll?
It didn't matter. Her roll would have been 8d10 in a cone of fire on someone that had 16 hit points. Shall we do it?
I mean, no need to. I just thought my game was
you know what? Let's do it. We've done 57 hit points. Even at half, it's still going to kill him.
I never doubted it.
He did.
Yeah, I just.
Well, Trig, when you think about it, half would be 45, which would be at most 20, and that's not very likely.
Yeah, it's likely to be more. I mean, we didn't add her strength onto that, which was an extra 5.
I'm not even trying to make sense here, by the way, for the record.
Listen, I resumed my position. Nobody really said anything on what was going on, so you know. It's just not my turn anymore.
That's right.
Not.
Kill them all.
See what these grey robes can do. Can't dispel magic, they'll tell you that. So your firewall is still in place. Can do that though.
Keep in mind they don't have line of sight on anyone.
No, but they know where they are and they know what their surroundings. So they're going to cast it roughly in the way where the gate is. So 20-foot radius. It's 20-foot radius, isn't it?
I imagine so.
Okay,
Yeah.
Archie, Jones, Cecilia, and Maximus must take a. And Sparky and Medes must take a dexterity saving throw. Beat DC 16. Nice.
This is fire damage, yeah?
It is going to be fire damage, yes. Medes fails. Sparky critically fails.
Well, that's pretty bad because they're probably dead.
Apologies, I'm having great difficulty with my tech.
You pass, which means that you're probably going to take no damage whatsoever from this somehow. Despite being in the center of it.
I mean, I'm immune to fire damage, so...
Yeah. Are you already immune to fire damage?
Yeah, that comes at 2.
Damn, and you're at
Wow.
3. Yeah. Okay.
3.
35. So half of 35 would be 15, 16, 17, 18 damage to anyone that
Oh, that's a
that
shame.
passed.
Even with evasion.
Oh,
so
sorry.
it's
Was I supposed? I
No, you're fine. You're not in
Okay.
the center of the fireball that just landed.
okay, just making sure I wasn't not paying attention.
Yeah, but no, everybody. I mean, Sparky and Medes take the full 35.
No, they take off because they have evasion, but they're still dead.
They only get evasion if they pass, though.
I just read it. It says that on a fail they take off the damage.
Oh, okay.
And on a pass they take no damage.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's been a
Sorry.
old D&D
Yes,
type
you're right.
thing, even from older versions.
Yeah, so if you want to put
Jesus.
X's on them,
Yeah, we'll do. Slightly too big.
I was gonna say.
you know,
Only slightly too big, though. It is still.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't linger, so you don't need to put a
It-
marker on the map.
I know, but I'm playing with my new fire effects. Okay, stop being a bar humbug. Right? Fire effect. Look. Ooh, big bang flyer. Ooh, firewall fun. Boo. Right. Okay, so everyone's taken 18 damage, although you're 35 damage, depending. Let's knock 18 damage off his character. Kiki's not taking any. Oh, Jones has taken some damage. He hasn't even had a turn yet because he rolled for one. Because he's not getting involved in combat, as I said.
Perhaps he should fall back then.
Perhaps he should. He just really wanted to be up there to see Hillary die.
And
Well,
he
then I
did
guess
see
he
it.
owes
He
me a
did see
favour.
it.
He has indeed seen that.
I'd be shocked if he didn't somehow record it.
He's got it on video.
And you know what? They're going to fire the fucking cannon again. It is roughly, it's blind fired. And you're all hiding behind the wall. So, not actually going to hit anybody. But it is being used essentially as a weapon of horror. At this point. So 2 corpses roar past overhead. Actually, do they roll overhead? Let's just roll a.
I assume these ones are on fire.
Yeah, no, not really. They just roar straight overhead. And one of them smashes into the cart, killing one of the horses and pulverizing the cart.
Oh no.
Yeah. But other than
Surprised
that,
they hadn't bolted already, to be honest.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's only been 12 seconds.
it's only been 12 seconds, and suddenly they were engulfed in a flash of flame, and then hit by that. Your cart is gone, I'm afraid. At this point, Uzalu, it is your turn, buddy. What's Maximus gonna do?
Seems that there's only one target left.
Not strictly true. One visible sort of
The
target.
people in the church are
Mhm.
still thrown.
Yeah, I was going to say they're throwing fireballs and all manner of nastiness,
We
but
just
yeah.
saw one of them.
Ah, okay. I can't see them currently, so
No.
I'll hit the thing I can see.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on, that fire there.
You can't actually
this
you can't actually see that white hammer at the moment. He is behind a tall topiary.
Oh, okay. Can this dispel the fire? I'm not sure if it would actually be useful to dispel the fire.
I don't know if that would. No.
Wouldn't it just make it bigger?
It would potentially whip it up and make it a little hotter. You might be able to
That might be
push the
might be
fire.
beneficial, actually.
Might be able to push the fire around a bit. Its base would still remain the same, but you could possibly push it into an area a little bit.
Last time I tried to use fire narratively in this campaign, I did like 4 damage, wasted a turn.
This fire is like 5d8. It's
Yeah,
magic.
this is a magical fire. Quite nasty.
So if I see where he is roughly, and I know there's fire there, can I try to push the fire into him and do that damage?
If you want to drop the wind behind the firewall and blow it towards the White Hammer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it.
I will
Probably not.
allow that. No, I will allow that because you can't see him.
Usually, could you do it the other way around and push it into the guys hiding in the church?
I don't know if you.
I don't know where they are.
Far.
I don't think it'll go that far.
I don't know if it would go that far, and they are behind stone.
Wait, range 120 feet. Let's do the measurement.
That's where you can cast it to.
Yeah, that's within range of these guys.
Yeah, Yeah, you can cast it into there.
I mean, I could just cast it across the entrance, so
Yeah.
that they can't see and we can move up safely.
Yes, I mean they are blind firing at the moment anyway.
I mean, if you can get that damage on that dude, you can. But either way, I'll probably blast that area when my turn comes if he's not dead.
Well, the thing is, it's a level 3 spell, so we're just going to spawn a new enemy.
No, I've given you an item to prevent that.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's a good idea because if they have to move
Nice,
out
high
of
magic
the-
setting.
They have to move out of the effect of your wall or continually take damage, so that will reduce their dangerousness for a while.
As you're saying, she'll blast the area though, so I could. I mean, actually, could I just like move to how far is this? That's a bit far. How about could I get here behind cover and then be able to see to the White Hammer? I think that's 30, so that's one turn, which I
Yeah.
think that means I can do one shot.
Yes, you can get there.
Can I see him from here?
Yes, I think so. He's got half cover because he's slightly obscured by that that waterfall thing in the middle. But yeah, you can see him.
I don't think I can use sharpshooter because I've moved.
You can't use sharpshooter, but you
Do
still
I know
can
what
do
kind
two,
of?
You can still do 2 shots, can't you?
Maybe. Let me post the extra attack into chat. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I can.
It doesn't stop you from using both your attacks if you move.
Yeah.
So what type is it? Is it human or fiend or something else?
That is a human being.
Okay, because I get a bonus for humans and for fiends. That looks hitty to me.
That looks very
Remember
hitty
plus
to me.
5 as well.
No.
No?
Not in this case.
No plus 5 because
Oh, right.
I've moved. I've moved.
Oh,
he's
right.
That is yeah, minus 21.
Hit him again.
Hit him again.
Yeah.
Then I shoot again. No slash pro. Why is you? Oh fuck it. And yes on that. Very similar roll.
Very similar roll.
The exact same hit roll, just less poison damage.
Nice. He is wounded, hurt, and angry.
I've just realized something. I shot Hillary twice and she died. Just shame it wasn't in the back of the head.
And
And I've done the same thing to this guy as well now.
Yep.
Taste your own medicine, Hillary.
I thought she died from electrocution.
Ah, shut up.
Right. Is that your turn? Are you doing anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. I've done a movement and then I've done an attack. I think that's all.
Yeah, you've got a bonus action. You could probably try and take cover or
You
something.
could kill him.
Oh, I didn't know I could move, attack, and bonus action on the same turn.
But you used an extra attack as well, right?
That
I
extra
don't think that
attack
counts as a bonus.
No, that's just it's like your extra attack die.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I could put a hunter's mark on something, but I don't really see the need to. Although it does do more damage, but I don't think I'll need that for this enemy, and I can't see the others right now. So,
okay.
Unless I can see any from here, don't see them on the map.
No, there is what there is at the present moment on this one.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else to cast. So go ahead.
Archie, it is your turn.
Okay, I will cast this spell on die.
Okay, you're casting haste. You know what? Haste is such a fucking great spell, and we haven't really seen it used very much at all. This thing. Die, are you willing to be hasted?
Well, I mean, okay.
Okay. Right. In that case, this spell is cast onto you. The target speed is doubled. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class. You have advantage on all dexterity saving throws, and gains additional action on each of its turns.
That's crazy.
That action can be used only to take the can use only to take the attack, one weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a weave of lethargy sweeps over it.
But
So
it
you have
lasts 10 turns, so I'm pretty sure we'll be done by combat by then.
10
So you
turns
can
of
double
extra.
attack.
Yes.
You can double
Oh my
attack
God.
and chug a potion on the same turn.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just move Archie over here so we're not as bunched up.
Is
Keep in
that
mind
ability called Combat Guzzler?
Uh,
Feel like
yeah.
that might be a good one for a succubus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move Sparky Muse over here because they're not actually there, they're dead.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I've got a much better idea. There you
Well, I don't think I could do that, so
go.
Have you made tokens for like bits of Archie and
I should make
bits
scrap
of
metal
meaties and
tokens. Yeah, you're right, because it is the default setting for both Archie and Medes within halfway through the game, is that they are trashed.
oh, that's my turn anyway.
Okay.
Right. I can't actually measure distance at the moment.
That's okay. It's not your turn.
Oh, is it not? Oh, there's a hammer first. Yeah.
There's a white hammer, and then there's Coat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got confused.
In fact, I don't know why Coat's on there twice, but he is. I'm not going to delete it because it'll probably delete both of them.
But on the turn order, I only see me once.
Yeah,
Same.
it's if you look on the stream, it's on there twice for me.
Huh. Okay.
Right. Does he take fire damage this turn as well from the wall of fire? Or is it at the end of his turn if he's still in it? Firewall.
I think it's at the end of his turn.
At the end of his own turn, if he ends it there. Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to have to move out of there. So he is going to. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. One, he goes towards Yuko. Two, he goes towards Maximus. Okay. Moves forwards and hides roughly as much as he can behind that. And Uzalu, he hits you with that. Surprisingly, not as could have been. Roll me a dexterity saving throw if you would be so kind, please, sir. Fail on that, so you take 15 lightning damage. Right? Hold on, he upscaled that as well. How does that work?
It makes it bigger, didn't it?
When you cast a spell at
Bigger
high
area.
levels, 1d10 for 2d. He rolls there. Ah, okay. No, you take 32 damage.
In which case,
Mm.
I'm going to apply my Flash of Genius, so he halves that with a dex save.
Okay. In that case, take 16 damage. Quite fortunate because that would have killed you. Yep.
Yeah, well, it was only 15. I thought,
No,
you know,
no,
that's
you can't
not too
take.
bad.
Hold on a second. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Is that right? Yes. Okay, Whitehammer has taken his turn. Coat, it's your turn.
Yep. Well, I'll I will recast the same wall of fire thing, except this time it'll just be a circle around him.
Okay. Concentration broken on that one.
Can't really see the healths too clearly. I think who's losing the most danger right now? Small circle.
Oh yeah,
just,
I know. I'm just resizing it.
yeah, it's fine.
Like I said, I've got some nice fire effects. I'm playing with them.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's yeah, he's being affected by that.
And anyway, let me just yeah, Uzalu will get 46 of healing. So let me roll that real quick. 13.
Okay. And that guy takes, was it 8d6? Is it 8d6? Fire wall. Wall of fire. 5d6.
I think it's 5d8, wasn't it? It's 5d8.
5d8. Yeah, you're right. I just got it now. Yeah, 5d8. So he's going to take 19 damage. As he passes his dexterity saving throw of, what is it? 17. Oh no. What dex save does he have to make? Oh.
What? Sorry.
He failed the dexterity save. I know 9
Yes.
fails. So he takes 19 damage. He screams, and as his cloak of white material catches fire, you see inside the ring of flames some flailing and screaming and shouting and wailing and howling. And after a good few seconds, the wailing and screaming subsides. You maybe hear some sobbing, and then he's dead.
Yay.
I mean, he just, he picked the wrong side. What can I say?
You don't know, Di. He was just he just had a wife and kids to feed, and people just offered him good money for a good job, and he took
Listen,
it.
he laughed at us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, anyone who laughs at that gore stream is not a good person.
Congratulations, you've killed those two.
She says she never does anything wrong.
It is Cecilia's turn.
Everyone's dead, aren't they?
No.
No.
Where are the others?
You know, they're in the thing that they've been shooting fucking corpses at us the whole time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they're hiding in there, controlling the
Do your
portal.
demon powers allow you to teleport or move very quickly?
No, I can just run quickly. You guys have dashed across and not been shot, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have
yet.
line of sight
Yes.
because of the wall of fire.
Yes. There is the. Well, it's not just because of the wall of fire. There is actually only a small arc with which they can use that thing. Where it's positioned at the moment, they could move it forward. They could run outside and drag it out with them, and use it in a 360-degree arc. At the present moment, though, they can't see. If they can't see, they can't use it. And yeah, if they don't know you're there.
I've resolved some of my tech. So let's check.
I love how when you were saying that, your audio cut out in the middle of a sentence.
That's not me.
It did it again.
It's because I don't actually have a working headset at the moment. I'm having to use the laptop mic.
I bet it's because you've got the Discord sensitivity set wrong.
If I have it any higher, it picks up you guys talking.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Right, so I can run across here.
Yes.
And along the back.
Yes.
With all of this cover, and I can duck in here.
Yes.
And reload.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
Fantastic. At this, on that bombshell, can I say we can take a quick 5-minute break so I can grab a drink? And I'm actually noticing that it is actually 20 to 1. What time do people want to call it a day tonight? Do we finish this fight?
We can call it here if we want.
Do we finish this fight, or do we do?
How much more time do you think we need to wrap up this fight?
You've
we
got
only
two.
know.
You've got 2 more bad guys.
I mean,
I reckon we finish the fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we can do 2 more guys in reasonable time.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, let me go and grab a quick drink because I am gasping for a coffee. If I don't get caffeine soon, I will start taking after my cat and destroying the house. Puff, why is there bits of destroyed stuff everywhere up here? Don't look at me and go brr.
My cat has learned to gain my attention. He plays with the stopper in the sink.
Oh yeah, no, Faf will do that. No, Faf has Kiki bought some bits of stick toy that are made of catnip bark. And Faf is dismantling it all over the top landing, and as I look at him, he just sort of looks at me and going, oh! and smiled, and then wagged his tail, very, very happily, destroying everything in his.
They're good for their teeth.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad to see they're using them actually. Like the whole point of them is that they dismantle them and clean their teeth with them. Di, did you get my cat?
Are they? Yes, I did. Cat trees are so expensive still, though. It's crazy, so annoying.
Cat trees are heartbreakingly expensive. Honestly, we needed some good fucking jute twine and a log or 2. And
literally that's what I sent Di. I sent Di a whole bunch of pictures of like people who had done projects with just branches they'd found in interesting places and just lined with twine and put platforms on.
Cat trees are just fucking retardedly expensive. In fact, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm actually thinking of starting to make them and sell them because Holy shit! For 200 quid, it's like, oh, I found this log in the woods. I'm gonna wrap some string around it, stick a plank on the top, and wrap some carpet around it, and then stick a plank on the bottom and do the same. And then I'm going to sell it for 200 quid.
If you
Hang
make
on,
one, could you
I'm
give
gonna
it to me
stick it-
for free instead?
Di, just make one.
I was going to say, either I'll talk you through making it, or if I start making them, you sort out the postage and packaging, and sure. It will be how tall do you want it? Do you want it taller than you, or do you want it? You know,
Well, that's. Well,
I mean, it's the cats have got to actually have some exercise, so it's got to be taller than you.
yeah.
They've got to jump, otherwise it's just a step.
I have an old one. I have an old one, but it was only for one cat. Like, it has a seat at the top, a little house that you go in, and then like a little hammock at the bottom, and two things that step out. But for two cats, like, I'd at least want one with two boxes on it and two seating areas.
I mean, Di, look at that list. Look at number 15, right? It is literally just a branch they found in the woods and stuck some twine to.
Yeah.
What are those noises, Drake?
Those noises are my coffee machine spinning up. I have good coffee machine. It makes like fucking Costa tier coffee.
They are, like, really good noises. Those noises are the sound of the world not ending because Trigger's decaffeinated.
I mean, there is that. Also,
I
there is
ran
the...
out of coffee pods once, and I had to order some off Amazon on same-day delivery just so the world didn't end.
Kiki.
I have reserve coffee.
She says this to me like I haven't seen this like twice, because he does this often. Like, that is not a new thing he does. Like, sometimes he always just runs out because he always ends up drinking more than he's supposed to.
I know exactly how much coffee I'm supposed to drink.
I remember the few
All of
times
it.
it's happened where it wasn't there, and you're just like, the panic started to rise quickly the longer it took to get
The panic
order.
rises, the reserve coffee machines come out, the coffee grounds come out.
Yeah, the coffee grounds, yeah.
Yeah,
And then he complains the whole time while using the coffee
You don't
grounds.
understand, right? I have a caffeine addiction. Right?
I know.
And have you ever suffered caffeine withdrawal headaches? It is kind of akin to someone getting your head, shoving it in a fucking bench vise, and cranking it up to the point where it's just about to pop like a grape, but not quite. That's the sort of pain it is.
I mean, I could make some powdered caffeine that we can just, like, put in some water and stuff as a reserve.
Fucking snort powdered can you?
Oh my god.
I mean, if you need a reserve, just buy a bit more than you would do usually and store the last bit.
Your mic is fucked, D, by the way.
What, me?
No, D.
No, D.
These mics have
Fucking
always been
raping my
fucked.
ears. No, but it's really bad.
Right. I am back. It is.
It must really hate you specifically then, because it's always you.
It's your mic, dude. I think it's something to do with your cable, honestly. Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah, well, you don't have a cable. That's the problem.
That is literally no, D. That's the problem. Is have a wired headset? Yes.
Not
There's nothing wrong with it
necessarily.
being wireless.
That means it's the headset, D. Oh my god.
Right.
That does sound like a driver issue. Speaking of a driver issue, I'm hungry. We've been going for a long time.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind getting something to eat, and I don't want to be eating while trying to do the RP. It's kind of rude.
Yep, fair enough. Do you want to try one more turn, or do you want to end it here? Because it's the beginning of the turn order. You've got 2 more dudes, and then that's it. I don't mind either way.
Do we know where they are?
Do you know where they are?
I don't.
Because if not, it's not likely
Oh
to
wait,
be over
wait! I
in
can
one
see
more
one
turn.
there where I just pinged actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, it seems like a reasonable pausing point, I guess.
You know what? Let's leave it here, because there are some. There's a few bits of Easter eggs, shall we say? Little bit late, I know, a week or two, but there is definitely an Easter egg waiting for you inside. And then it is essentially walk down the stairs into dungeon, walk down some more stairs into deeper dungeon, and then holy shit, what the fuck do we do now? Map.
Like I said, having explosives would have solved this issue.
If you'd found the armory in that town.
You make me sad.
You have everything you need to do it. Incidentally, have you noticed the pillars in the? Can you see the pillars in the chapel? Are they visible?
Let me see. I don't think I was able to see them. I remember because of the way the lighting was.
There is a pillar there, and there is a pillar there that started out with a soft yellow glow to them. They are now shimmering with light.
Should have exploded it.
I mean, I'll be honest. We'll leave it here. We'll end the stream at this point in time, and yeah, we can get back to this next week. At which point it probably be the end. That might well be the next episode. May well be the end episode. Now, if I can just find which version I have of the thing opened that is streaming. Too many tabs. There we go. Right, so I'll leave it there. We've actually had concurrent viewers that aren't just Kiki watching it downstairs again. So that's all good. Hurrah. Thank you to those guys. And yeah, see them all next week.
See you.
I have ended the stream.